Vita fugit solus sum in umbris lacrimose, flamma doloris me ardet, et mors vocat me ad se.
Fatum inexorabile,
Fatum inexorabile,
et corda franguntur in tenebri. Lacrimosa obscura, et celum plorat cum me. Umbrae cadunt et venti ululant, ploramus, ploramus, miserere nobis. Audite voces mea in tenebris ego regno, mors et dolor me vocant. Lacrimosa, lacrimosa, obscura eternum. Lacrimosa, lacrimosa, miserere nobis. Miserere nobis in aeternum obscura. Ploramus, ploramus.
And I'm live. Yes, heads up. Zen is gonna join later on. He has massive delays at work. Unfortunately, looks like people in Jersey forgot how to drive, so a lot of cars need a lot of fixing there. So, yeah, he's gonna be uh late. At least they're keeping car shops in business, right? Bad drivers keeping car shops in business. But let's say hi to everyone. Hi Garbage, hi Starwin, hi Moose, hi Lumpy, hi Sarah, hi Masura, hi Ivan the Red, hi Wyatt, hi Inspired, hi Ivan, hi Brawler, hi Hitogata, hi Smokey, hi Da, hi Mike, hi Tact. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Hi, Submissive. How you doing? Hi, Lord Peace. How you doing? Are you guys having a good day? Are you guys having a chill Monday? Hi, Tyron. How you doing? Hi, Wait, no, I said hi to Ty. Hi,
Stop right there, criminal
Jason. How
scum.
you doing?
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
50 cent support for every minute Zen is late.
Wait, that's a bargain. Thank you so much for the support, Jason. How's your chest congestion, Jason? Did it finally like start easing up? We're doing good? That's good. I already seen a lot of bad driving today. Yeah, like the beginning of the year. I don't know if it has anything to do with the cold or the snow or like the water freezing over like the roads. All of a sudden people just forget like the basic safety of driving. So that they just like end up fucking up their car, which is not good. Hi John, how you doing? Hi Billy, how you doing? Been the same for the last few days. A few others were sick and it took them weeks to fully get over it. Oh, so it's like it takes like as long as COVID, huh? Oh, that's rough, man. Oh no. Hi again, Brawler. I still love that I managed to take that expression from my little Basil, and now Basil is part of the Discord. Don't break on ice. No, it's not even like breaking on ice. It just like they kind of doing like weird things. Hi, King Jake, how you doing? 5 more to go. Oh yeah, almost 100 stream streak. Oh, Roller, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Instead of throwing money at us, how you doing? Oh my, look at him. He's sniping. He got J-Rock. He got Dragon. I mean, Dargan. He got Victor. He got Matt. Yo, bro is sniping. What the fuck? Hi, Ghost. How you doing? Beza was definitely giving a stink eye. Hi, Jesse. How you doing? I remember there was a one car fixed 3 times in 2 months because of how bad the driver was. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. No, like things have been so crazy. Zen has been coming back home like later because he had to like so since it's a small shop that he works in, right? So they have like agreements with other locations to get like the parts for cheaper. So that way like the customer pays less. So like Zen has to like go back and forth a lot, and at the same time also like when he's not going back and forth work on the cars. There's like a lot of load on his shoulder. So I was like thinking like maybe one of these days I'm gonna just take a day off from streaming so me and Zen can just spend some time together. Lately we haven't even spent any time before the streams. It's been like either he's late to stream or it's like 5 minutes before streaming. So one of these days, if I randomly take a day off, that's the reason. So we can finally spend some time together. Do it? Yeah. No, no, no. But we're planning to. Plus, we haven't spent time together the past 2 weekends because of all the work I have. And I'm doing good, Jake. Thank you so much for asking. Wait, why are you getting censored? What the Hi, Stoozy. How you doing? I'm pretty sure once the temperature drops below freezing, people's brain cells go on hibernation, leaving a single one operate. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's very bad. Yeah, that would be good for both of you. Yeah, like just like some movie night, just be lazy on the couch, watch something, and just hang out. Yeah, I swear I get you with a sub. I freaking will beat you with. Wait, I think Billy got sniped only once so far, right? I might be wrong. Hi, Kuro. How you doing? I need to get my push bike fixed. So, no one told me that a tire sealant can grow mold. It's been too cold to ride, and when I checked, it was mushroom forest. Wait, what? Wait, doesn't that mean there were like gaps left? So like the moisture collected and like got fungus like in the cracks? Doesn't that how it usually works? I might be wrong. Hi mother, how you doing? Hi Dark, how you doing? Microsoft's days in spotlights are over. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I cannot wait for an OS that supports all the programs I use. I'm gonna jump ship so fast. Hi Captain Jake, how you doing? Oh yeah. Oh no, you're talking to Aspire about the sealant. I have I have given you a lot of subs. Somehow this man dodges them, and that actually is annoying me. Time to hunt him down. Bro, hunt him down, write on a piece of paper sub and just shove it up his mouth. So up his mouth. Nowhere else, up his mouth. Okay? I saw a Jeep type doing 45 on packed snow when I was barely doing 25. Saw him minutes later stick in the meaty. Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm doing amazing. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, remember guys how I briefly mentioned how me and Zen went to get groceries and there were like cop cars and the woman was being taken away in handcuffs and stuff? Okay, I finally found out what happened. So what happened was they were creating ruckus while shoplifting and they were in possession of drugs. Like hard narcotics, not marijuana and stuff or shrooms, but hard narcotics. So I think that means like either meth or cocaine or something, right? That's usually the hard narcotics, if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of terrible weather, here in Michigan, we got a terrible car pileup of 100 plus on the highway. It was terrible when me and my mom saw. Wait, that happened? Oh my god! I really hope no casualties. Not just one crime, but all three. Yeah, bro. Like me and Zen were like pulling up in the parking lot, and all we see multiple cop cars, right? And you know, actually, I don't know if it's in all states. So I noticed in Jersey, like you usually have like specific like city police, right? Like their cop cars, it says like a specific city or county. I think maybe it was county. It's like it's specific like regions, right? But like the ones like the multiple cars that were there, it were the ones that like for the whole state was like the black cars with like police on it, not saying like a county or anything. There were like multiple of those. And they were just handcuffing her and like doing like a search and stuff. Oh geez, what was a heck of a time, bro? I don't know what the hell is going on. Feels like people are going crazy. So a coke junkie got nabbed by the popo. I don't know. Hi Cosmic, how you doing? They had to do multiple crimes. Dang, yeah, apparently, yeah. You mean the undercover cars? I guess so. Yeah, like the police sign is like barely visible on it. Yeah. Usually have state, county, and city, town. Yeah, I think those were state police, not county police. Yeah. From what I remember, Zen explaining to me, that's state police. People are going nuts, Lifu. It just is what it is. Oh, it's scary though. It's scary. They were going for a high score apparently. And me and Zen, we literally we pulled over and we're just looking at it like, what on earth is going on? Are you cooking in the bath? No, I'm just bathing in the blood of all of you guys. How you doing, Jupe? Jupe. You pronounce it right. Is it Jupe or Jab? Jupe Jab? But yeah, I don't know what's going on. As for driving, yeah, like the driving is so freaking crazy. It's like it's not even like the ice hindering the cars. It's like they just I would notice like people just randomly, like without the blinkers or anything, just randomly merge. It was just weird. It just people just randomly merge and they don't check the size. They just switch roads also without blinker. It just like people are just so crazy. Okay, a jib jab is fine. Hell yeah. That's true. I have been hearing chaos that's been happening in the city. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Lifu mentioned people going crazy and not understanding. Let's ask Asman Sensei. Okay, listen. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Is the idiots that panic during a small snowstorm here? Yeah, but like in Jersey, it snows every year. So what's the panic point? You know? Oh my god, Brawler. Thank you so much for another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. And did you finally get Billy? Let's see. You got Kunoy, you got Mitch, you got Peasant, Albie, Alex, but you didn't get Billy. You know what, Brawler? Still, good sniping, good sniping. Honestly, Brawler, I think it's Billy. I don't think it's your aim. I think it's Billy. It's Billy. It's not you, Brawler. It's Billy. For me, whenever I'm out of town, shit happens in my area. But when I'm in town, nothing happens. Oh my god. Maryland, our drivers are a whole nother level of special. Oh, special. I'm so stupid. Brawler should hold all donations until Zen gets here and we know how much to deduct. I think Zen is gonna come back, eat, and sleep right away. He's probably exhausted. Like he's okay, so um he sent me a message at like 5:30 sending me a screenshot of how long it's gonna take him to finally get home. And it's 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. That's also like disregarding potential traffic jams. It's bad. It's really bad. So that would be like at what, like 8 o'clock. So he might be back like only in like half an hour, 40 minutes. He's gonna be exhausted. He's gonna just eat and sleep. He needs some rest. Probably another hour. So yeah, I feel so bad. I did watch the video you were covering the UK game, and I do believe it did backfire on the UK. Oh, 100%. Okay. I've been noticing there's more VTubers um now making Amelia models. You know what? I'm gonna still take the throne of the first of being the first. You know what? That's gonna be my bragging right now. I was the first. Hope he showers too. Oh, he always showers. It's his thing. Like he showers right before sleeping.
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch!
Eat, sleep and play some Marvel Rivals, you mean?
Oh no, I mean like he's gonna eat, take a shower and sleep. He has he didn't even get more than 5 minutes to eat. It's been a rough day for him. Thank you so much for the support, Jason. Uh, it's one of those days. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Hey, Lifu, I looked up and the news source I came across is there is only 12 injured, but luckily no fatalities. Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, that's good. Bro, me too. Me too. Nothing feels better than sleeping after a nice hot shower. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot do that because like how prone to ear infections I am. But I miss that. It's such a good feeling. But yeah. So that's the update. That's the update. Unfortunately, yeah. No Zany Poo today. No Zany Poo. I apologize, guys. But as long as he gets enough sleep. What sleep? Agag. Are you trying to like be like plankton or not plankton? Mr. Krabs? Are you doing the agag or what? Sorry, D Leafu. Oh, at least you put some respect on it. Dong, how you doing? Ear infection? Oh yeah, I'm very prone to ear infections. I'm like a kid with ear infections. I have. I actually am a little bit deaf in my right ear. I have a hole in my eardrum because as a kid I put a pencil in my ear. So I have a hole there, and for some reason it's like causing a lot of ear infection. Not ear infection, but it's like I'm just prone to ear infections. So this is gonna be a zenless zone. Oh my god, I hate you. Break out in red spots when I take shot. Wait, why? Wait, why does that happen? I do hope he gets his rest. Oh, he will. He will. Also, hi Goku. How you doing? Who's go to jail after the joke? No Zen today. Sad. Aga. No. Sounds more like Popeyes than Mr. Krabs. That's what I'm trying to understand. What he means. I'm the pun man here. That's my shit. Okay, okay, Brawler, you and Moose, you gotta get in the ring now. Do it. Get in the ring and fight it out. Do it. Hi, Bob. How you doing? Oh my god, you finally murdered Zen? Oh no, I'm sad. I'm going deaf in my left ear right now. I worry about it. Oh, definitely. You need to go to that what's it called no nose ear throat doctor so they can take like the scans and stuff. Give Zen the best wishes once he comes back. 2.0 model or new model? Neither. And since I make my own models and I rig my own models, I can add a lot of toggles and a lot of changes to them whenever I feel like it. So, we briefly talked about it on stream too. I'm gonna be a cosplay VTuber. I don't mean like posting IRL pictures cosplaying, but like my VTuber model is gonna be cosplaying. So in the future, you guys will see a lot more of like stuff like this, like randomly becoming Amelia. It's one of the best perks of being your own artist and rigger. You can do whatever the hell you want. Meet me at Waffle House. Yeah, fight, fight. Foul play? Cosplay. Going to cosplay as Lifu? Maybe one day. I might cosplay as Lifu one day. Oh my god. I just noticed your hair shrimp is rigged to blink when you do. I don't know what you're talking about. You wanna see something really funny? I'll show you something really funny. Let me get up close and personal. This whole time, it's the shrimp talking. I'm the real Lifu. It was me all along. It was me all along. I'm the real Lifu. It's me, Lifu. Okay. Oh my God. Spicy shrimp. Ah, this was fun. This was. The shrimp doesn't have a nose either. Shut up. Something funny and looks at the British flag. Hi, Emperor. How you doing? The shrimp is like a brain eating buffet. Wait, did it rise? Sam? What do you mean? Oh no. For shrimp. Okay, new shrimp motto after Familia. Let's go. A shrimp mind control, pretty much. There's sometimes you guys don't notice. There's like here and there like random stuff that my motto has. That has like additional stuff that you guys have not noticed. Like how long did it like for example take you guys to realize I have skulls in my eyes? Like how long were you guys realizing that there's skulls? It took you guys like quite a bit. I don't remember the toggles now. Never. Hi dragon, how you doing? He's a shrimp. I knew it. I saw the skull eyes like the first stream I ever saw of yours. Um, I noticed first stream. I didn't have skulls in my eyes the whole time though. It was an evolution over time. You liars. Remy, but shrimp. I now have to put like a hat over him, right? Guys, I have to admit, Zen was the shrimp all along. He's the one playing games for me. Like for example, with Gate yesterday, right? That wasn't me. That was Zen. You really think I can aim? Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's be real here. He was he was playing on two PCs at the same time. I think I noticed them shortly after they were added. Lifu is shrimp confirmed. Okay. I have known you're a shrimp a long time ago, and I've been calling you short since the okay. Tokyo girl. Yes. Oh my god, now I cannot unsee the shrimp mouth. It's the small things. Like there's a bunny with a knife on my knife. You guys notice? The bunny on my knife has a knife. And it's also like it's missing an eye and stuff. Did you guys notice that? Hi, monstrosity. How are you doing? It's because she's a shrimp IRL. Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Mods play his balls. But I think I should probably get into the videos, huh? No, but in fairness, I think that part of your knife is usually off screen. Is it? Hold on. No, no, it's not off screen. It's always visible. It's always visible. I thought both eyes were just X's. The bunny jiggles too neat. Yeah, and it has a knife. The knife on the bunny jiggles. Hold on. Let me try to give you guys a better look of it. You guys see it better now? There's a knife on it. And it's threatening you. Look, he's threatening you guys. The knife shines too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Both knives are polished plastic. Okay. Base laptop position is based. It's the laptop of censorship. Zoom in. Wait, I did zoom in. And more? Here. You guys see it better now? Look. Better? Hi Void, how are you doing? Enhance. See, he has like a knife and the knife jiggles there too. I don't think anyone's looking at the okay, 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 listen. And Adrian, okay, you guys are the worst. Hi, hi, Cosmico, how you doing? Don't doesn't look threatening with the shiny heart. Reasons not to see it, but okay, 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 okay. You know what? I fell for it. That's on me. What are we looking at? Hi, Fluttershy, how you doing? And demonetized. Okay, I hate it here. Yes, very okay. Anyway, time to ruin everyone's day then. You guys annoy me, I'm gonna ruin your whole day with talking shit about games. You know what? Since you guys annoy me so much, Souls like games ain't shit, they're trash. And Dark Souls was a mistake, and Bloodborne is just no quality slop. Time to rack up those dislikes on the stream. Wait. Bonnie, or should I say Bonnie with a blade? It censored the previous comment, did it? It's Monday, those are already ruined. No. What was that? That I heard about Dark Souls, Lifu? Are you slandering my favorite game? Oh, you like Dark Souls? That makes sense. It makes sense now. Hi, Kiri. How are you doing? Rage bait? Yep. Rage bait. I cannot wait for someone to be like, oh, Lifu, rage bait used to be believable. Go back to learning how to be better at it. Nah, I don't care about Dark Souls, Lamau. I'm immune. Okay. One of these, you know, brother, Monster Hunter ain't shit. It's underperforming slop. What now? Hi GRC, how you doing? Get the interaction leaf. Okay. It is sadly, god damn it. Can I even rage bait? Hi again, a dragon. But I remember that take back your slander of Dark Souls. It's gonna be fun. The 24/7 stream is gonna be fun. I'm gonna play Dark Souls. Then I'll rage quit my own stream. It's gonna be great. It seems like I cannot mention anything that even remotely resembles a weapon. Really? That is so weird. Oh, you know why? Usually Zen is the one that manually keeps approving the comments that keep getting held. Since on my end I don't see it. That's probably the reason. Hi Josh, how you doing? Hi Blinded, how you doing? That might be the reason. Man, this sucks. I hope you come back soon. Oh, no worries. Well, I appreciate Nif. Uh, mods. Play brawlers, balls. Trying to stay warm because it's damn cold outside. It is. Make sure to have some hot tea as well. YouTube eats too much memory. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hi bunnies, how you doing? You look cute for a propaganda girl. And I'll send you some encrypted group chat later on too. I said that's it. I'm getting me mullet. Let's see if that goes through. It went through. It went through. Let's go. We're flaying time. So in the Warframe grind, oh my god. Boons commence flaying balls. Exactly. Brawler, there's no escaping now. Inspired? It's okay. I'll radicalize you later. So what Lifu just said is that Zen in her is her manager. Trying to avoid political conflict, but they cannot escape me. Oh no. Okay, okay. That's enough of talking to you guys. I'm bored now. So I'm gonna talk about games. I need a government official. I'm dying. How are you doing? I'm concerned about many things that just happened. Um, inspired. I'm about to make you do some research on the current events. Ooh, get him, arrest him. I need an adult. Sorry, one will not be provided to you. What game? We're gonna be talking today about Highguard and then some of the happenings in Bethesda. Those are the only two main topics I'm gonna concentrate on, and these are not gonna become videos because since I have a big load of art and rigging for this week, I already have videos I prepared up until Thursday. So whatever I'm reacting to up until Thursday, all of it is gonna be just stream exclusive. They're not gonna be videos later on. I hate how Roblox messed up their game. I mean, it's called greed. Big load. Highguard is low gone. Well, when it drops, I will play it on stream. Can I get a snack at least? No. No snack. Only tap water. And temperature room tap water. No, actually, you know what? Not temperature room. Only slightly like confusingly warm tap water. Like one of those warm water, like room temperature waters, like it's a little warm that it kind of like makes you mildly uncomfortable. But the boiler room, who said the boiler room sucks? What the fuck? Mods, double flay him. Hydration check. Oh yeah, I should have some water. You're right. That was good. I needed the water. Thank you. Okay, let's get into the video. I mean, Roblox new censorship is even more dog water. I actually didn't see about it, but censorship is not gonna fix all the issues that's already happening on Roblox. I'm surprised that the people who run Roblox are not serving like a 50-year sentence. But when Marathon pre-order is up on Steam, it's $40. Yeah, that's not happening, brother. That's not happening. Unless someone here is gonna force me to get like 2 copies for me and Zen for Marathon, that shit ain't happening. Wait, when is Highguard dropping again? Hold on. Highguard. It's dropping on the 20th. Okay, yeah, it's next Monday, right? 26th? Yeah, next Monday. No, 26th next Monday we'll be streaming Highguard. Hi Dargan, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the kick follow, Josh. I appreciate it. Hey Leafo, how much to force you and Zen to play? Just the copies of the game, that's all. Stop trying to make Marathon happen, it's not happening. Wait, it costs money? Yeah, they're charging money for Marathon. Hold on, let me Marathon Marathon, yeah, 39.99. Yeah, marathon is 39.99. But hey, there are some good news about upcoming games. On day one, Zen is gonna be streaming Resident Evil. So, when Resident Evil drops, we're gonna be doing a special. Well, it's gonna be a stream, but Zen is gonna be the one playing. So that should be a lot of fun. Did you see the new Power World teaser? No, I haven't seen it yet. Haven't. I will check it out though. Hi Ryuko, how you doing? How many Concord had hit the marketplace? Um, quite a bit. I want to say like 4, 5. Thank you so much for the Twitch follow, Evil Sonic. How's your day going? But yeah, I want to say 4, 5. So we have. Well, wait. Are we counting the ones that are about to hit, or are we counting all of them? Like, are we counting only the ones that already fully launched? Marathon is Concord 3. Bro, they didn't learn from Concord. That's hilarious. Just thinking. You know what's funny? If you look at Arc Raiders character design and even skins, it doesn't look sexy either. But the gameplay is at least fun, you know? Because Arc Raider is not sexy, but it's a lot of fun. I'm alright, just knock off from job and give you a follow. Aw, well, I hope the job went well. Talking of 3, I cannot wait for Titanfall 3. It will happen, right, guys? Just like Bloodborne on PC, right? Yeah, that's not happening. Expired. Someone cuddle him in a blankie and give him a glass of warm milk and a cookie. Bro is coping. Okay. We need to get going with Highguard, though. The truth about Highguard marketing disaster. It's worse than we thought. I will address this right away as well. So much for the Twitch follow. Blackout, how you doing today? I know not everyone is a fan of this dude. I'm not a fan of him either. But let's be reasonable and just watch it for the provision of information. It ain't that deep. You don't have to be a fan. Oh, you're Josh. Okay. You'll have to remind me a couple of times because sometimes I do like when people use different usernames, it's sometimes hard for me. Gameplay is what keeps people engaged in a game. Wow. Oh, something happened outside. That's been happening like almost every hour. Oh shit. Well, damn. I hope everyone's okay. Gameplay is what keeps people engaged in a game, and community is what makes it last. Character design is what brings in interest. Yeah. I remember hearing Highguard did hire some dev from Concord. Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere true, but I don't know if it's 100% confirmed. People they're coming for you because you're British. You mean British? Stuff's going down. Oh yeah. That's what I mean by all of a sudden people cannot drive. Okay, let's get into the video.
This is not normal, y'all. I've never.
Is it me or is it fucking quiet? Am I losing it? Guys, am I? Do I need a hearing aid or why do I feel like lately audio? Oh no, that was me. You know what? I'ma own it.
Never seen a game marketed like Highguard or, completely lack in marketing, especially this
Josh, please keep it in English.
coming from a brand new studio and an IP that has still yet to prove itself. And I've already talked about Highguard before, but it feels like as we get closer and closer to launch, the situation surrounding this just feels worse and worse. Now, Highguard, for those who don't know, was announced back at the Game Awards 2025, and it has not been.
Ooh. 1K like, 12K dislike. Wait, do you guys need a refresher why people dislike Highguard? Just in case, I will play the trailer. I just realized some people might not know about Highguard. So I might just play a refresher for everyone, just to make sure everyone knows. Oops. So everyone knows what kind of game we're talking about, you know? Okay. So just a Highguard trailer. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Into lands uncharted
Hi Pooty, how you doing?
and dangers untold.
How's the day treating you?
I venture without fear and ride without rest. For coin or for cause, I fight to the end. Here we go. Bringing the heat.
Oh, okay. Let me just intervene with the kick chat. What you were told once to use English words in the chat by two separate moderators. Now you're begging to type in Russian. I'm gonna say this once. Заткни свой рот или пошел нахуй. And on top of that, I'm gonna say пошел в жопу. You wanted Russian? There you go. I speak Russian. There we go. Listen to the moderation team next time. If my mods are saying behave, behave. It's not that hard.
Your light belongs to me.
Moving in for the attack.
Shield breaker forming. Blade out.
Strike fast. Siege tower coming in.
The enemy is on gate.
I'm coming for you!
Marking baddies from above.
It's my turn. I am the coming storm.
It's not Overwatch, right? It's like extraction shooter. It's like it kind of is more like akin to Smite-ish. If that makes sense. Like they haven't provided a lot of information on it. That's the problem. They haven't been providing much information. And they're dropping it soon. Hate to say, Lifu, humanity cannot seem to behave themselves, so you need to bring the paddle. Kinda, yeah. I guess I need to start putting people over my knee.
I am a warden, and this is my oath.
Okay, so for people who might be confused, why is everyone so mad about it? So they revealed the game trailer itself on Game of the Year show as the main event trailer, like the main event game review. And they started it off with saying stuff like, "Oh, from the creators of Titanfall, the continuation of stuff they've been working so hard behind the scenes," and then they drop Highguard, which people got pissed about. And then people saw how like the game actually looks, and then like the same pattern of character design and the same pattern of like game design, that everyone just went like, bro, not again, not this shit again. So it just that's just to contextualize why so many people got mad about it. Highguard looks like Smite, Valorant, and Overwatch had a child together, but in that child is a bastard. Yeah. It releases 1 week from today and nobody really knows anything about it. Exactly, exactly. We will be streaming it on Monday. So it is a free to play game, but we will still be streaming it on Monday. Imagine this generic copy pasta slot being pushed as game of the year. Well, they didn't push it as game of the year, but they did spend a lot of money to be featured as the main review game. So like usually when it comes to the award shows, so the last final big reveal is supposed to be like the biggest reveal, right? And they showed us this Highguard, and everyone thought it was gonna be a freaking Titanfall. It feels like Jeff sent them set them up. Kinda. But to have that spot, you have to pay money though. So was it really him setting them up, or did they spend that money? Rumors is that the spot cost 1 million. Yeah, I heard that rumor too. Yeah. So yeah, this is the context. So that way you guys understand the context why people are so mad. Go through here. I've been listening closely to what our fans wanted to see, but instead we made this.
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch!
Jeff went on record and said they didn't pay for Highguard to be the last slot this time. He literally only put them there because he liked the game.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that is shady. I didn't know that. Thank you so much for the support, iBob. If you know the article where he mentioned that, please link it to me. I would love to read it on stream. That is shady. It might be fun slop with a group, but I feel it will be just another generic buggy mess. I don't know, because like technically Splitgate was supposed to be a fun friend slop, but we featured it yesterday to finally like review it before they shut it down. And it was boring. It was easy, it was boring, it was. So I'm kind of expecting I'm gonna have the same feeling about this as I had with Splitgate 2. Do you wear a necklace? I have the British one on right now. As long as they have Squirrel Go, it will succeed. No. If I had a group, I wouldn't just play if I had a group, I would just play Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is a good game to play solo. I play it solo too. It's a lot of fun. Kind of a shame Splitgate looks fun, but looks versus plays are two different things. Kyrian, I genuinely, for people who were watching us stream it yesterday, did it genuinely look fun? Like from your perspective, yeah. Like I know it can be a little bit deceiving since me and Zen have like our banters and our jokes, but now I'm a little concerned if we accidentally made it look fun. Because we were just having fun messing around with each other, but we were getting bored with the game. Have you heard or played Mecha Break? I heard of Mecha Break. I haven't played it because it's just not like I'm not really into mechas. Not my cup of tea. Yeah. Okay. So now that we have like the context of why people hate it, I'll continue now. That's a funny comment. Highguard by wait, hold on. Did I miss it? Hold on. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Okay. ChatGPT generate a hero shooter with fantasy elements. January Highguard, February Byguard. Yeah, that's a good one. New breed of shooter, immediately followed by a Rhines, Earth Shatter, and a generic shotgun. We got Conquer 2 before Titanfall 3. Is going to be even funnier the second time. From the makers off is one of the biggest red flags in gaming these days. Yeah, no. Finally a Concord killer. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. The comments are absolutely on fire. But robots are cool, Lifu. I don't know. I'm just really not into mechas. Good night song. I found an article from Insider Gaming covering it. Do you want me to DM you the link? Just post it in the uh experimental video feed, and I'll put it up on stream and read through it.
Met with a whole lot of fanfare, and that has in large part to do with the fact that it was announced as like the big showstopper at the Game Awards. You know, it was the big finale, and that slot is usually reserved for something that is a lot more established, that generates a lot more hype, rather than something that is brand new from an unknown studio and a game that is yet another, you know, hero shooter that is something that a lot of people.
Good night, Brawler. Thank you for dropping by. And once again, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. Done? Thank you. I'll pull it up after. No, I might as well just pull it up right now. Thank you, iBob. Even though I don't like reading inside of gaming these days, but okay. Highguard devs didn't pay for the Game Award final spot, okay? In December, the Game Award ended the 2025 showcase with a review of Highguard, an all new first person shooter. It prompted a wave of disappointment from gamers eager to see which title would land the prestigious final spot in one of the most watched gaming events ever made. Highguard emerged, with the developers at Wildlight uncovering a confusing, overdone first person arena shooter, and viewers went nuts, wondering why they paid so much to secure that drastically expensive slot. It turns out that Wildlight didn't pay for that spot in the Game Award at all. Damn. $500,000 saved. In recent years, the cost of acquisition space to run a trailer during the Game Awards has skyrocketed, with the longest slots now having around $500,000 price tag. When Highguard, a brand new game with no marketing beat before or since, surfaced in the final spot, viewers were dismayed. There were expectations of something impressive appearing, but Highguard came on screen as a hard to pin shooter that looked like many other we already seen emerge and often fail in recent years. It was quickly judged as bizarre because there was no way this all new studio would stomp up the $500,000 required to land that final spot. Okay, in a new post on social media by Forbes, okay, Paul Tossi. Why is it the first article I'm reading in 2026 is referencing Paul Tossi? Okay. It was stated that the developer at the Wildlight Entertainment did not pay for that spot. I've learned that Highguard did not actually pay for it. Okay. Yo, they are. We wanted Titanfall 3. We got Concord 2.0. Yeah. In the comments, Tossi's followers summarized that Jeff, the host of the Game Award, was so enamored by Highguard that he offered the team the final spot that rings. Oh, okay. So, okay, this makes sense why people are saying that Jeff is like intentionally sabotaging them. It kind of makes sense now, but I'm gonna give him like a tiny bit of a benefit of doubt. I don't think he was trying to sabotage them. I think he's just stupid. I feel like that is fair. Now my keyboard should work. Wait, your keyboard wasn't working? Tossie? I thought Jason Schreier broke the story. They're quoting Tossie here. Even though they didn't pay, they still should have had clarification that they didn't pay for it because everyone now thinks they paid for it. Yeah, and I feel like it's a good thing that Eyeball blinked this. I feel like more people should be talking about this. I feel like that's kind of important. Can't really trust the words, to be fair. Do you really think that Jeff, out of all people, will try to cover for a game? Do you really think that? I don't think so.
Feel a little fatigue over given how many
With Paul Tossi? Yeah, Paul Tossi, yeah.
live services there are out there right now. Now, this game does come from developers who worked on Titanfall and Apex Legends, and that's how Jeff Keighley tried to hype it up. But that's not enough on its own to make Highguard the big finale and justify that, especially because the game does not really resemble what people really want out of such developers, which is a spiritual successor to Titanfall, a series that has long remained dormant and done so for far too long. And so the disappointment in the way it was announced as a
Wait, he wasn't a King of Beat preview? No way. You're lying, right? To be fair, I don't even know how he looks.
big finale, and that it ultimately turned out to be yet another hero shooter. And, it almost resembles Concord in the way the reception has been so negative and the lack of interest. It's all generating a narrative that Highguard just doesn't feel like it's primed to be a massive success. And one of the things that people highlight is that the game comes out on January 26th, 2026, which is very soon. And since the game's announcement, it's gone radio silent. We have not seen a single post from the Highguard developers since its announcement, to the point where people took notice of this. 3 weeks prior to its launch on January 6, 2026, Jake Lucky here highlighted how the game launches in less than 3 weeks, and there's no posts on social media,
no, it's just a trailer,
despite likely having paid a lot of money to debut their game at the Game Awards, and especially at that coveted slot of...
There really isn't any gameplay footage, is there? Let's see. Highguard. Like, the game is launching next Monday. I haven't seen any gameplay. This is so stupid. This is bad.
The big finale. And then 2 weeks prior to launch,
before our arrival, I think there's gonna be a lot of people trying it out of sheer curiosity, especially because it's free. It's a completely free to play game. Like, even me and Zen will play it on stream. But I don't think it's gonna do well. Hi, Comative Medic. Hi, Column. How you guys doing? Next Monday? Yeah. On the 26th, it's dropping.
On January 12, 2026. Dexerto made it a point to highlight that Highguard haven't posted on social media since the reveal trailer at the Game Awards. The game is set to release in 2 weeks. And this is something that has been prominently brought up by numerous media outlets, because this is really abnormal for a game to market itself like this, which is with no marketing at all. There has to be an extreme level of confidence to not engage in marketing so shortly before your game's release. And then that brings us to...
That's Highguard Concord 2.
More recently, on January 19th, 2026, people highlighted that despite the game now being only 1 week away from launch, there's been 0 social media posts. And you can check this yourself. If you go to Highguard's Twitter page right now, you'll find that its most recent post was from December 11th, 2025, which was the announcement trailer for the game. If you go to Highguard's YouTube channel, you'll find that if you check out their videos, it's just the official reveal trailer, not a single additional bit of content, not a single additional bit of information about the game. Like, there's no big gameplay overview trailer to try to highlight some of the more, potentially unique aspects of Highguard as a human.
I wonder if he will add any more context to what is happening, or will he just talk about that there's no marketing? Because I think everyone knows that there's no marketing going on. I remember hearing in the trailer, aiming hitbox moves strangely at some point. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I wouldn't say confidence, more like fear of getting ratios on social media. Yeah. Like, you gotta wonder, are they doing the smart thing of like just laying low and letting the game drop and have people make up their own mind, or should they have went on like a posting spree? There's no actual right answer, right? If they would have, if they would post more in the middle of people being so anti them, it would spread more. It would spread more that people should not play their game, right? But at the same time, they're kind of killing their own game by having no publicity for it, like positive publicity. It's like it's one of the, no matter which option they would have picked, it would have been bad. To be honest, at least they're not going on like a tirade of like, blaming people or like talking shit about people. At least I'm gonna give them that. They're just laying low with not blaming anyone.
Hero shooter. They're relying on the official reveal trailer that has been so negatively received to carry the whole marketing of the game. And I don't know how that's going to fly. Even on their official website, all we'll find is this countdown right here, 8 days until launch. That's as of the recording of this video, just a little over a week before its release, but no updates on the website providing additional information to try to get people hyped for a game that they're very skeptical about. And then this whole situation surrounding Highguard gets even worse when you realize how easily this could have potentially been prevented, or at the very least, the damage been mitigated.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been definitely a lot less damage if it wouldn't be the last spot, and they wouldn't have made like the whole marketing plot of like, oh, the team behind Titanfall. I think those two things were the biggest of the downfalls for them. If it would have been like just like a random trailer on the award show and they left out the Titanfall part, people would not have reacted as harshly. Hi, Prince. How you doing? Sorry, as soon as I got home from work, I fell asleep. Well, I hope you enjoyed your nap.
There's a general belief right now that it was the Highguard developers who decided to pay top bill to be featured as the big finale of the Game Awards.
You mentioned Titanfall was a bad choice.
And we've seen reports before that it can cost quite a bit to feature your game trailer at the Game Awards. So, for example, right here, a game developer article highlighted a report from Kotaku stating that the Game Awards trailers can cost developers up to $1 million to be featured. A 60-second trailer.
I feel like they should have let it, like, not even added it at all. It's more of a, with how much YouTube channels, small to big, cover news about games right now, it would have had more weight behind people finding it out themselves. It actually might have worked in their favor marketing wise.
Trailer can reportedly cost up to $450,000, with a 3-minute trailer costing over $1 million. With Highguard's reveal from the trailer to Jeff Keighley's announcement being closer to like a little over 4 minutes, people imagine that the Highguard developers paid a couple millions.
Like, for example, what would have been more, what would have attracted you more to a game? Like, seeing a trailer and hearing that it's the developers of Titanfall, like the team behind Titanfalls, or seeing the trailer and then randomly hearing that, oh, by the way, it's the same team as Titanfall team. I feel like if it would have been like the second one, I would have maybe went like, oh, okay, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe. It looks like shit, but I might check it out. I feel like if they showed it, got natural interest, and then went, oh yeah, Titanfall guys made it, boosting the confidence instead of making people want Titanfall and getting this, yeah. Option 2 easily, yeah.
To get that slot. But as it turns out, this decision did.
Hi, user. How you doing? It also doesn't help that last year final reveal was Intergalactic, which was overwhelmingly negative. Oh my god, I forgot. Holy.
Didn't originate from the Highguard developers. It was actually an offer that was made to them. That's at least based on a report by Paul Tassi from Forbes, who tweeted the following recently, quote, have learned that Highguard did not actually pay for the Game Awards finale slot. Was just the show putting it there. It was just Jeff Keighley who decided that, he wants to feature this game as the finale. Paul Tassi apparently heard this from multiple sources. In his article, he said that 2 separate sources have told me that Highguard did not have to pay for that hugely coveted spot at all. Reportedly, showrunner Jeff Keighley just really liked the game and offered it to them. And furthermore, he's not the only individual who's heard this.
Covered what I said,
Imran Khan, who's also a games journalist, apparently heard that Highguard didn't need to pay for the spot. And this is essentially Paul Tassi corroborating Imran Khan's report, who kind of reported on this first. Now, I would imagine that this was something that Jeff Keighley discussed with the developers, and the developers were thrilled to get such a cut.
Honestly, another Battle Royale Frankenstein game is the last thing that appeals to me. I have to agree with you. Lately, I don't know. I feel like lately we're getting such slop when it comes to the FPS genre. I'm like so over it. Like for me, they just don't click with me. I love like these like somewhat FPS PvP games, but these new ones, they just don't click with me. All of them are such slop. Except for Ark. Ark is a good game, but even that game doesn't fully click with me. Hi Reaper, how you doing? I still don't know what type of a game Highguard is. A lot of people don't fully know because they haven't revealed much. Yeah, it's been dried for quite some time now. Yeah. I might be the only one who thinks that. I kind of want a good MMO game. Like, I kind of want a good MMO game. Just like something to relax. Wait, actually, I cannot even say that. I'm off stream, I'm just chilling and playing Hightail. But still, no. I still would appreciate like a good MMO game. Games are becoming more corporatized by AAA studios. Yeah, that's why like wasting your money on AAA studio games is kind of leave that up to YouTubers that make content slop out of it. It's a lot funnier. It's not like you can really expand into it that much. It's all kind of the same nowadays. Bro, lately I've been like craving to go back to Counter-Strike. I don't know how many people we have here that are really into FPS games. I've been craving going back into Counter-Strike. I've been eyeballing it so much. Would have been more interesting if it was a single player FPS with guns and magic. That might be interesting. It's paladins, but worse. It's more like we have paladins at home. Hi, games. How you doing? I go with BDO for MMO just cause I like riding around on my horse, bro. I don't like Black Desert Online. I used to, not anymore. I'm just waiting for Diesel Night. Imagine a paladins with a shotgun in a single player game. I do like FPS. Been a while since I've played one. I play FPS, but I'm not good at it. I mean, it's all a matter of enjoying it. I think you don't need to be good at FPS games to enjoy them. Find me home! Yay! Welcome back. Exhausted? No. Well, I made you some yummy food. So you can eat and sleep. I already gave everyone a heads up. You might head to bed. You guys want to say hi to Zanny Poo? I made you some apple strudel and pilaf. Hi Zen, I hope you get a good night's sleep. Hi Zen, welcome back Zen. Yeah, see, they all missed you. No, they are. They're typing it in the chat. What do you mean it's Cap? He doesn't believe you guys. I just noticed your knife has a knife. Does that knife have a knife? Hi Yui, how you doing? Then made it home finally. Exactly. So I might step away for like a minute to give him his food. What? Yeah. He called you guys liars. Like, what the fuck? Then blink twice if you're okay. I Bob don't crack that joke. He had a very long day at work. He's already tired. Because I don't blame him. I wouldn't believe me either. Just noticed the knife size changed again. No, it's like when you move, perspectives. How perspectives work. You do what you gotta do. We support. No, I just want to give him some of his food. My bad. Sorry. Exactly. Your butt. Sleep time for Zen? No, Zen is gonna eat, then take a shower, and then sleep. How tired are you? Tired? Okay. Yeah, I'm not turning any of this into videos anyways. Oh. I had like a whole week of rigging. Yeah, that's why I prepared videos so I can stream and like during the day instead of editing, I can rig. Enjoy your food and shower. He's gonna be joining for a tiny bit while he's eating. Give Zen a hug for the fufu. He's changing his clothes first. So that way like we have this thing like he comes back, he changes his clothes that way I don't hug him while he has the outside clothes on. So I don't fall sick. Kick the butt. No, he shook his butt for me and his back hurts. No. Feed the Zen. No, I made some good food for Zen. That makes sense. Zen is asking for can I get an old man Zen in the chat? Look at you. 5 minutes at home and you're already ear to ear smiling. I just left the curtains on the couch. You wanna sit while we get your food?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm joining. Hey guys, holy crap. Exhausted. Okay, what I missed? Truth about Highguard marketing disaster is worse than we thought. Okay, so we know it was pretty bad. Exactly. They're the hiding guys. Then hope you're staying warm out there. Oh yeah, I'm wearing I think they call it long johns. It's like the under your shirt and stuff. Oh no, Lifu's voice changer is off. Yeah, it's off. Hey guys. Yeah, I'll grab it. Don't worry. I'll grab it. I'll grab it. They do call it that? Yeah. Not gonna lie. You know what? I'll tell Lifu first, and then we'll gauge whether we'll tell it on stream or not. Yeah,
So
that's
the
yeah,
second I changed,
yeah. It was
I love
whack.
your phone.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, we'll tell it on stream. We'll tell it on stream. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait till you come back. Hey, Medic, how you doing? Oh, okay. All right.
Waited for you to. I don't like eating without you. Ah, you did a mute. God damn it! He did a mute. He did a mute. Honey, your t-shirt is backwards. Yeah, but now they know I'm nice. What the fuck? That's gross. Well, when did you change your voice? Sorry. I had to fix my voice changer. So about the donut tax. Okay. Oh well, once Zen joins, he'll tell you guys what happened. Okay. Time to get back to talking about Highguard. I almost said Failguard, but it's very close to Veilguard. Okay. Wait, is that a coincidence? 2 years in a row, 2 fail guards? Wait, it's like 2 years in a row of 2 fail guards. Yeah, I think Lifu hates her husband. Don't be ridiculous, Ivan. You're talking crazy.
Coveted slot for free. But the origin of Highguard being featured as the big finale was seemingly, the Game Awards, or, Jeff Keighley, who gets to have a big say in how things are presented during that awards ceremony and that showcase. There are other rumors and reports floating around, like this individual saying, I've heard it was not the original plan to feature Highguard as the big finale. The original game got delayed and they didn't put it up. So Jeff asked them if they wanted the final slot, and they said yes. So yeah, Jeff thought they were good enough to put.
I said likes her husband? Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Who likes their husband? That's weird.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, a little bit on the quiet side.
Yeah, it's my mic adjusting. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Yeah. So, quick story. I was driving to Connecticut to pick up a part for a car. And on the way there was construction on the turnpike. And it was from 45, and then no, at first it was 65, and then it abruptly changed to 45, and the state trooper was there. And he pulled me over. He was like, "Hey, you were speeding, buddy." And I was like, "Oh crap." He's like, "Okay, hold on." First he asked you, "Did you know why I pulled you over?" I was like, "I was probably speeding." And I think that honestly took him off guard because he was quiet for a few seconds. He's like, "Right, so can I get your, the usual stuff, blah, 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 blah." He came back, did all the paperwork and stuff like that. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna cut you a break. I know you're gonna get close with your mission." And and the ticket was supposed to be $400 with 2 points. I cut it down to a just speeding, like a small speeding thing ticket to $85. In my head, I was like, "Holy crap! I can't keep getting away with these things,
And no points.
And no points."
I mean, he was a nice guy. He genuinely did you a huge favor.
Yeah, he was a younger state trooper.
It's as if the cops are not the problem. Just if you come at them sideways, they'll come at you sideways.
Yeah, I offered to open my trunk to show him what I'm getting to. He's like, "No, it's fine. I got you."
You have been like, do you know who my
Stop
wife
right there,
is?
criminal scum.
I would have
Nobody
gotten
breaks the law on my
a license
watch.
suspended for that
You should have been like, "Do you
if
know
I did that.
who my wife is?"
Thank you so much for the support, Jason.
Thank you for the support, Jason. All right, I'm gonna eat.
Are you
Yeah.
joining? I don't see you.
Um, yeah, I'll join.
Okay.
I just didn't want to hold you up, you know.
No, you're not holding me up. Sounds like a nice guy. Yeah.
He was very nice.
I do have to tell you, honey, next time, please be more careful with it, though.
Yeah, that was on me.
Yeah, they put speed limits for a reason.
I know.
So just, I know you're tired and you want to get home. Just like pay more attention.
Yeah. By the way, who's Doreen?
Yeah, I don't know. It says Twitch subscriber, but I don't know whose username that is. I was like so busy with work. This is why you fly instead. They won't pull you over in a chopper. Okay.
No, you'll still get pulled over.
There's such a thing as like air traffic.
Yeah.
But last, but still left the decision up to them. And, that to me does make sense. I'm not sure how accurate such reports are, but that sounds about how things would play out. But I think in Jeff Keighley making that offer, it ultimately doomed the marketing of Highguard. Because sure, a lot of people laid eyes on Highguard, but what it turned into ultimately was mass ridicule online rather than something that people really became highly anticipant about. There's this saying that goes, there's no such thing as bad publicity, but I would argue that is absolutely not true, especially in the realm of gaming. Gaming takes up so much of people's time and, with monetization money that they can only dedicate to so many experiences. And so, yeah, bad publicity for a live service that will ask you to dedicate dozens upon dozens of hours throughout the course of, days, weeks, months, maybe even years can be lethal for a live service. And we have seen this happen time and time again with all the live services that ultimately ended up flopping and shutting down and disappeared from the face of the earth. Like, it requires a special level of like.
So is there like anything new that like appeared, like any new information we got regarding what's happening to Highguard? Right now, he's basically going through the stuff we already kind of know. Let's see.
Nuclear disaster is so funny to me, like pointing to
Wait, Jeff turning Highguard from a quiet flop to a nuclear disaster is so funny to me. Yeah.
someone in the crowd who pissed themselves. This garnered tons of views and likes. Someone down here is also talking about how there were so many other announcements that came before Highguard that they could have swapped places with, and it would have made for a much better big finale, a much better overall show, and it would have allowed Highguard to not be lambasted for taking up the big finale spot and not living up to that hype. I feel like if that's how things would have taken place, then Highguard would have been given a bit more benefit of the doubt. Though I still think there would have been a general sense of disappointment of, oh, this is a game from the devs who worked on Titanfall, only to get like a hero shooter that.
This is why I keep on saying like they shouldn't have even mentioned that it's the same team. I think the fact that not only they mentioned it, but they started with that, or that harmed them so heavily.
That, don't get me wrong, like gameplay wise, it does look sleek. It's got mobility and it's got shooting mechanics that, are resemblant of something like Titanfall, but it's not in line with what people expect out of an experience from these developers, which is something Titanfall like. This is just not that at all. Instead of something a little more generic, a little more like in line with what live service trends tend to lean towards, it's just another hero shooter. And for you to promote yet another one of those, you really have to stand out. And that trailer ultimately did not. So yeah, for a game that mishandled its marketing so, like epically, people are wondering.
I do have a question. Why is he always in tank tops? Like, I actually don't get it. It's like, no offense. It's more like, why is he always in tank tops?
He didn't used to always be in tank tops.
I feel like every single video we open, he's always in tank tops.
He used to wear like regular shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he started working out and he's like, I bet.
Don't have guns, California man, Florida man, tank top master. Maybe he's hot in his room. Maybe.
How are they going to proceed to market this game? Are they going to just kind of stay quiet and then let the game speak for itself when it launches and risk that ultimately nobody will really check it out because nobody will know that the game has launched due to a lack of marketing? Or are they planning to do marketing like at the very last minute? The latter might be a potential given what Tom Henderson from Insider Gaming tweeted here, saying you can really tell who got invited to the Highguard event and who didn't with all it takes about its marketing. Now, I don't know if Tom Henderson is saying that in jest or if he's heard from sources that there is, in fact, some kind of Highguard event ongoing that's private, that is secretive,
What?
that, had a couple media outlets and influencers come in, sign an NDA, and only talk about
That's
it
weird.
much closer to launch. But yeah, apparently outlets like
Stop
Forbes
right
and
there,
people
criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Glad you home safe. Here's me spotting you $5 on your bill.
And we appreciate it, Prince. Thank you so much for the support. I'm now confused. What secret party with influencers are they having? That I'm sorry, but like with the kind of couple of years we've been having with secret parties for content creators and influencers, my brain right away goes to like a dark place. Hi soy sauce, how are you doing?
like Paul Tassi have not been invited. He doesn't seem particularly broken up about it, saying, oh no, not my Highguard event invite. But yeah, I don't know. There's just not been a whole lot of buzz about the potential of a Highguard event. So who knows? Maybe, everyone's just adhering to, the signed NDA, or, maybe there's no event at all. But I don't know. For me,
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Yay, Zen is home. All the Fufos rejoice.
Thank you so much for the support, Moose. That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Hi, Gavin. How you doing? It's a big club and you ain't in it. Reminds me of that. No, it kind of reminds me of like the secret events that's been happening for like VTubers at TwitchCons. That kind of a level, like kind of like it's just bad association. Is Tom Henderson the only one who said anything about a Highguard event? There's one. Would he break the NDA with that tweet? I don't think he was invited though. Probably someone else who told him.
I feel like they do have to do some marketing that there would be some kind of Highguard event so close to launch. So I feel like there might be some validity to Tom Henderson's claims here. And if that is indeed the case, then Highguard's entire fate is riding on the feedback of that event. If that is something that is happening, if the feedback from people who've played the game at this alleged event isn't overwhelmingly positive, Highguard is going to be dead on arrival with the
Yeah.
kind of lack of interest
Yeah.
and negative optics that the game is currently facing. And so this is a very risky proposition, what they're doing here. This kind of marketing tactic, like it feels like they're trying to replicate what they did with Apex Legends, where they literally shadow dropped it, didn't have a whole lot of marketing for it, and then people got to check it out and, do some early coverage for it and stream it and all these things.
Yeah, but if you like drop games like that all the time, it's not like it's gonna work every single time. Especially with how badly all of their games are going right now. Apex is not doing that hot either.
And it did end up blowing up, but Apex Legends did come at a time when Battle Royale was a very popular
That too,
genre,
yeah.
and that was a big thing, and people were curious about this new one and how it differentiates.
Apex dropped at a time when all battle royales not just were popular, they were popular and they were all the same. And Apex actually did something new. Those are two different things. It's not just chasing a trend, it's chasing a trend and adding something on top of it. That
If I remember, sorry, go on.
no.
If I remember during that time, battle royales were very slow and methodical. When Apex dropped, it was go, go, go,
hmm
but also be smart about the go, go, go,
Yeah,
and hit your shots.
that's what I mean by it was something new. It was at a height of a trend, but while offering something different.
Differentiates itself from the others, and the fact that it did come from EA and Titanfall developers, that it came from Respawn, bolstered it because that's a known studio. Highguard is not quite in that same position to be able to pull something like that and expect similar results. Sure, it is from Titanfall devs, but the development studio is brand new. And then the genre that it's currently tackling is not at the level of popularity that, say, like Battle Royales were when Apex Legends launched. Hero shooters are not quite the big thing that it once used to be. It's still pretty big, but it is also now very saturated. And so anything short of overwhelmingly positive feedback surrounding Highguard will ultimately yield in Highguard not being interesting enough to the masses and not being a curiosity and not being enough of a curiosity for people to like check this game out. Though who knows, maybe we'll start seeing rollout of marketing just like a day or two before the game's launch that will potentially convince people that there's more to Highguard than the trailer showed and then meets the eye. Maybe they
NJ Patrol Fund.
Thank you so much for the support, Jason. Don't encourage him. I'll beat up Zen after the stream. I don't like stuff like that.
they will show some things that will kind of impress us, that will make us curious enough to check this game out, and maybe that will lead to a snowball effect of people eventually coming to Highguard and giving it a chance and maybe having more.
Well, me and Zen, we will stream it on a Monday. And same as with Splitgate, we're gonna be brutally honest about it. If it sucks, it sucks. If it mildly sucks, it mildly sucks. Those are the only two options I have in my mind right now. Grift over it? No.
More fun than they thought they would with this title, but right
Zen was jamming until you said that. He's just trying to eat. He is having a fun. He's having fun. He's trying to make faces while eating. He's having a good time.
right now, everything is really disconcerting when it comes to the narrative surrounding Highguard, when it comes to the lack of marketing surrounding Highguard, and the fact that the only marketing we've gotten.
Oh, Jason keeps on saying grift. Okay, here's a grift. Pay us to review a completely free-to-play game. There you go. Here's a grift for you.
From Highguard since its announcement.
Oh wait, we already did that with Splitgate too.
Is the Game Awards posting this just 1 week until the release of Highguard. The Game Awards is doing all the marketing for Highguard, and Highguard itself has done none of it. I mean, it's a bold strategy if they're confident that just kind of dropping this without a whole lot of marketing and only marketing it a day or two before launch and relying on impressions from events will be enough to make this free-to-play title a successful enough live service that it can financially be maintained, that it will allow for enough engagement from players, for monetization to flow at a large enough scale that it allows for this free-to-play live service to make its money back and then some. But I think this is the...
I'll just cover the cost for you. Yeah, but you see, if you want us to review the free-to-play game Highguard, you have to cover the cost for me and Zen.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Thank you, Moose. Thank you for the passive-aggressive super chat. Thank you so much for the support.
The wrong way to go about promoting a game that is this brand new, that is this unknown, that comes from such an unknown studio, and that garners such negative reception when it was first announced. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going to happen. Only time will tell. I do wish the game well. I hope.
Something tells me that the Game Award has a financial stake in Highguard. I don't think so. It could have been malicious. It could have been everyone's retarded. There's like different choices. And genuinely, I'm leaning more towards that people are just stupid.
Hope it surprises us. I hope it's a lot better than people think it is right now. But they need to show that, and they're just not. And to me, this close to launch, very disconcerting. I don't know that this marketing strategy will end up working out. but maybe the game is so exceptional and they're so confident that the developers that they don't feel the need to market the game more than they intend to much closer to launch.
Maliciously stupid? No, more like dropped on the head stupid. Hi, mom's secret obsession. How you doing? Such cute emotes. Thank you so much. It could be that Jeff feels bad about all the hate they got. That is possible. That is genuinely possible. I don't think Jeff is like this evil being sitting in his like evil lair all the way in like freaking Greenland, you know? I think he's just not the smartest.
But we'll find out how all of this pans out. But that's one man's take. I'd love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on everything surrounding Highguard right now in the comments below. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time.
No. Look, he might be good at covering topics sometimes, but I really don't like the outro. It kind of makes me cringe. Like every time he does this.
Stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
It kind of makes me go, ugh. Really? I don't really have issues with his coverage, though. I know a lot of people give me shit for even like watching his videos. I don't know what the drama happened before. And I don't really give a fuck as long as he doesn't alter the information. That's all that matters to me. If you don't alter the information, I don't give a fuck. Is the VA in him trying to flex his voice? Okay, does my podcast outro make you cringe more? I don't think so. Yeah, it's cringe, but it's his thing. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure people cringe about some stuff we do too. I only have issues with his VA work and his Twitter when it's talked about. His news stuff is fine. I don't follow him on Twitter. I didn't even know he's on Twitter. I kind of got a lot of shit for like reacting to his videos from time to time. Like, okay, but did he alter the information? Also, but did you die? Unless you died from watching his video and he altered the information there. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Alright, we do have this one. Bethesda has lost its way. Even former developers are saying it. Plus, Elder Scrolls 6 in deep trouble. This is the one I'm concerned about. I love Elder Scroll games, and I'm a little concerned about this. So, let's see. I'm like, for example, do you care if the new Elder Scroll game is gonna be bad? I'm just eating my bread. Kinda same, actually. It was because he was one of the CCs who was hyping up Cyberpunk 2077 before release, and when it came out, he never took back his statement or apologized since the game was a huge buggy mess. I think I talked about it on stream before. I started watching him only what, half a year ago? Like half a year ago, once a month or something. I don't look into people's drama. I because I couldn't give a less of a shit. Unless it's directly game development related, I don't really care that much, or unless it's like a locale. As for Cyberpunk 2077, I played it on launch day. I didn't have crashes or anything. It was like the funny bugs. So,
Also,
Mhm.
we're the few I don't know, actually now think about it. I don't
Mhm.
know any content creator that hyped up Expedition 33 like we did.
Yeah.
We hyped it up huge.
Oh, bro, I remember when like yeah, no, you're right. A lot of channels were saying, "Oh, pattern recognition with Expedition 33, pattern recognition." And we're like, "No, the game is gonna be good." Look at it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where pattern recognition is just a cop out to say that
Why are we
you
talking
can't
about Expedition 33 though?
because I was responding to a user with
Okay.
with him saying that he's one of the content creators who hyped up Cyberpunk 2077.
I heard Expedition
So
833 from a no, we're talking about Expedition 30. Wait, what? Wait, what? Now I'm confused. Hi, Raven. How you doing?
yo, hey Obsession, how you doing? Hey Dargain. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Hello,
Hmm?
my love.
Yeah, I'm responding in the.
Oh,
Hmm?
okay. So yeah, like the content creators that we were watching around that time, they were I don't know if they were saying it, but a lot of people that used to watch us, they were like, "Oh, it's pattern recognition. It's not going to be a good game." And um, when it came out, it was one of those things where we were like, "Oh, it was good. It was very good. It was an amazing game." People came by, they're like, "Whoa, wait, actually, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game." So then people stopped talking about the whole pattern recognition thing.
Hi,
So I don't
Diego.
know where that went. Hey Diego, how you doing?
There was a time when Bethesda meant Oblivion, Fallout 3, Skyrim, games that redefined the single player RPG. I remember playing all of those games when they came out. It was like generational hit after generational hit.
Um. So before we continue watching this, I'm one of those people as well who heavily hypes up Bethesda. Um. But, but I think it's important to be also critical and not romanticize how badly performing Bethesda games always been. How many bugs they always had. I feel like it's important.
Hit worlds that I could get lost in for hours. Actual open world games that had multiple dungeon like levels that were littered all over them and complete with whole quest lines and skill trees and so much more. Oh, those games were amazing. But before we begin, let's start with a brief mention from the sponsor of this video, Snacksy. Snacksy is an app you can use on your mobile devices or on your web browser that allows you to earn money and more by just playing games. It's as simple as signing up for the app, clicking on an eligible game, and then linking it to your account.
Wait, he said snacksies. Who else here is now wants to leave a dislike because it's not actually like an ad about snacks? The second
Yeah,
he said like games instead of snacks, like I can't like I could feel like the rage in me.
it's like, why do you name yourself that? There's no snacks, man.
Yeah, like
I
what?
remember, I remember a time when there was a food tipping company that would like send food to the streamer,
Hmm. What
but they
happened to
went out of
that?
business. Yeah, they gone
Why?
because it wasn't profitable.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Then you just play the game, and then through milestones, you can redeem your game time for things like PayPal or even Amazon gift cards. By using my link to download Snacksy, you can get a $10 sign-up bonus
Creates
by playing
multiple
the games
accounts
you
to
like and then
dislike.
start earning right away. But a reminder to open
We
this
don't
link on
play
your
with
mobile
our
device
snacks
for the
here.
best experience, and it is as easy as it sounds. You just sign up, play games you enjoy, and then you just earn real rewards. You can even link your PayPal account to it so you can make the payouts reach you even easier. It's a simple way to make your downtime pay you back in ways that reward you. It really is as simple as it sounds. Just open Snacksy, swipe through the offers in Games Discovery, pick a game you like, and that's really it. Apart from PayPal or Amazon, you can even redeem your points for Netflix gift
Yeah, you
cards.
see, snack C, SNAKZ. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking. I'm a chill. Hi, Homely. How you doing?
Hey, Homely.
Or even turn your points into credit that you can use on PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam, and Xbox storefronts. So if you want to start earning while you're playing anyway, check the link in the description or pinned comment and download Snacksy and start earning while you play. Thanks again to Snacksy for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to it. Bethesda in the early 2000s to about 2012, I guess, was pretty much insane, dude. They were the Mount Rushmore of Western game design during that time. Players would lose themselves for hundreds of hours in these worlds. I had one friend in high school. He duplicated so many cheese wheels in Skyrim on his PS3 that he could no longer even load his save because
Oh,
it would just
God.
crash his game. Yeah, I know, that's terrible optimization, but like the fact that you can even make that many cheese wheels, I mean, that was kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this studio didn't just build games, really. Like, it crafted actual experiences. You remember your first time waking up on that wagon in Skyrim? On the way to your execution, only for Alduin to swoop down and start turning people into barbecue? You remember closing your first...
This might be the most controversial take, but I feel like the scene from waking up on Skyrim is still the most immortal meme that gaming has ever provided. I am wondering, how many of you have like playthroughs in Skyrim that are still active ever since the game came out? Like, I don't have mine anymore. I don't know what
I have mine
happened. It
for
got corrupted.
I got mine for PlayStation 3.
Oh, okay.
At least I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I lost mine. Yeah, in my
Wait,
opinion, Skyrim's opening just hits different. Yeah.
Prince, you never played Skyrim?
Oh, you should. I think you might enjoy it, but get it on sale.
You don't got a PC.
Oh.
Not yet.
Wait, Prince, what you use console to play, right? Feel so bad now for not remembering.
Riku says, most of mine are corrupted from thousands of mods I use. Ah, I
Oh
see.
no. Now I know what kind of mod, though.
Damn.
I own Skyrim on Steam, so current day saves are here. My saves from when it was released, nope. It's a very memorable meme. Yeah. Prefer Morrowind. I cannot even get Morrowind to play. Too many mods I'll have to download.
Yeah. Silver says, I'm trying to save up for a PC. Yo, actually,
Mm?
um, did they ever announce the price for the Steam box?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Yeah, keep an eye on that, Silver.
Yeah.
That might be a better alternative than a PC as of now.
Mm-hmm. Or you can get some more information about like Steam Deck from Misura. He used Steam Deck as a PC itself.
Yeah, Masuda uses it like that.
Yeah. No, when Misura's PC was down, he only used his Steam Deck as a PC because it runs on Linux, so you can use it as a PC.
Yeah.
Hi Arbiter, how are you doing?
Hey, Alberto, how you doing? I'm guessing around $700. We don't know yet. Honestly, it's really up in the air right now with how the prices of RAM is. We don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
Oblivion Gate or exiting that vault for the very first time, like I said, okay? Bethesda, back in the day, they were on some generational stuff. They were, at least at the time, in my opinion, kind of becoming the, I don't know, maybe the new Blizzard, if you will. Then something shifted. They started to prioritize their profits and stopped iterating. And since then, that reputation has taken a hit over the past decade and then some. Fallout 76 being a live service game, it just works, as Todd Howard said, even though it did not just work, it barely barely worked at all at release. You remember how Fallout
Yeah.
76 didn't even really have human NPCs or anything like that when it first came out?
And he still is saying some dumb shit like it's gonna have like 16 times the trees. First it was 16 times the detail, 76 happened, and now he's hyping up the trees, so you know some dumb shit is happening there.
And then they had to patch in actual people because all you could talk to basically were like robots in the original version. Then Bethesda prioritized the Elder Scrolls Online, an always online live service offering, instead of making another huge world for you to run around in solo and explore like Skyrim before it. I still stand by this, and you can disagree, that's fine, but I think Skyrim is still the pinnacle of Western game design, and I mean it. Like, nobody has really surpassed that still, you know? That game is timeless. I mean, The Witcher 3, that's another one that comes close too, but Skyrim was just like,
Is he talking about just single player games? Because statistically and number wise, World of Warcraft will beg to differ. Just realistically and not emotionally driven, but number driven. The pinnacle of Western gaming has been and always will be World of Warcraft.
And second will be StarCraft 1.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Okay, if you say so. StarCraft 1 was huge.
Used to.
Was.
Not
No, actually,
anymore.
it still is. No, it
No.
still is. The
No.
remake, Counter-Strike.
Yes. Counter-Strike is also a pinnacle of Western gaming, yeah.
All the versions, 1.6 and CS2 are still big.
No. A Counter-Strike became the pinnacle with CSGO.
my god, that game was generational. But you know things were awry when even Todd Howard, as seen here from Games Radar in 2019, admitted that, yeah, the backlash to Fallout 76 was well deserved. Not exactly something we should even have happen, Todd, but it is what it is. But it's as I said, okay?
TF2 to no, so you see, I'm making my statement based on actual numbers. Actual numbers sold, actual global notoriety, and actual generational wealth made. I'm basing it on that. Not, oh, it's because I prefer this game. I don't play World of Warcraft anymore. I cannot stand that game anymore. But World of Warcraft was a global, for decades, a global success. Minecraft? Minecraft would, yeah, Minecraft is Western gaming, yeah. No, you're right. It would be World of Warcraft then Minecraft. You're right. And in that case, we would have to put the Roblox there too. That would be the top three. Top three is World of Warcraft, Minecraft, and Roblox, yeah.
Bethesda used to be genre-defining storytellers.
Fortnite?
These
Top
days,
four
they're
then.
more interested in chasing trends in live service and monetization than really anything else. But now the worrying articles have come out and ex-Bethesda developers are speaking, and I gotta say guys, it's not looking very cash money to me at least. If I was Todd Howard, I would strongly consider the criticism being given across these many articles that I share and take it to heart. Let's get into this. That was a long intro, my bad by the way, but anyway, this is from PC.
I feel like maybe I'm nitpicking about saying stuff like that. Maybe not. But I just feel when you're like commentating about games, okay, you know what? He's staring into my soul. I'm sorry, I cannot do this. I feel like when you're trying to praise something so heavily as the pinnacle of Western gaming, you cannot make a decision based off of like how you feel about a game. You have to make a statement based on like actual numbers. Otherwise, you're like on the same level of people on Twitter going, "Eat it, shots. This is the most popular game because I feel like it."
strongly consider the criticism being given across these many articles that I share and take it to heart. Let's get into this. That was a long intro, my bad, by the way. But anyway, this is from PC Gamer. Bethesda's former Elder Scrolls lore master on why he left, Starfield communication breakdowns, and how he wanted the Elder Scrolls 6 to be the Empire Strikes Back. So the ex-developer in question here is Kurt Coleman. It's this guy on screen here, by the way. So Kurt, in case you don't know, this guy is basically responsible for why you love Bethesda games. Kurt wrote and designed a lot of the worlds that Bethesda became famous for. He was
Say less. Burn down Bethesda and just save Kurt. Say less. I'm joking, by the way. Please don't burn down Bethesda. But basically, if he's the one who was in charge of designing all these worlds for Fallout worlds and Skyrim, he's the only person of value there. No one else. No one says that Skyrim has the best writing. No one says Fallout has the best writing. Not even like game mechanic wise, to be fair. It's the world. This might be a hot take, but I feel like if not for the world design for Elder Scroll and Fallout, Bethesda would be nowhere.
considered by even Bethesda employees to be their lore master if you wanted a job title for Kurt pretty much. There wasn't some like big announcement that Kurt left either, but it was shared on Reddit about 2 years ago, as you can see here, where Bethesda fans just mourned Kurt leaving the company.
No, Ivan, do not follow what I say. Never listen to what I say, Ivan.
Because the shoes to fill were, well, let's be real, kind of impossible to do. The crazier part is that Michael Kirkbride, that's another big-time ex-Bethesda developer who worked with Kurt, really wanted to drive home just how bad of a loss this really was for Bethesda, and the fans too. Because Kirkbride spoke in that same Reddit thread, but here's what he said. Coleman was the best writer that the Elder Scrolls ever had. He was a torchbearer of keeping Tamriel's more unique qualities and ideas alive. No surprise, as he came up with so many of them, his leaving will be to the creative detriment of Elder Scrolls 6. Such a massive mistake.
Okay, I think my brain went into like witness protection or something. So Kurt left. So the person who created those worlds left. Oh yeah, no, this is bad. The upcoming Elder Scroll might be the worst one. Yeah, no, 100%. Now knowing this, that makes sense now. Good night, Kyrian. And hi, Irvin. How you doing?
How you doing? Good
Hi,
night,
Vinny.
Kyrian.
How you doing?
What's up, Vinny?
He was promised a lead on Elder Scrolls 6, and after he made billions for Bethesda, he didn't get it. Are you fucking kidding me? Please tell me. Please say psych. Yeah, Kurt left when it became clear Bethesda wasn't going to start. That's never a great sign. Yeah. No, the emote you're using right now, that's how I feel like, that's not good. Oh, they put a New Vegas on him. They put something on him. Fallout 4 was made by another group, but Kurt worked more on Elder Scroll World. You could have expanded Fallout, but not created it. Bro, I don't appreciate logic here. I'm joking.
Letting him go. Wait a sec. What do you mean they let him go? They fired him? What the hell? Why would they do that? Well, users then tried to ask Kirkbride this very question, as you can see here, where he would then say, "It's always a shame to see a longtime developer like that go, but if a man wants to leave his place of work, you can't make him stay." And Kirkbride would answer. Or you could, I don't know, not ask him to leave. Oh, wow. So, all right.
They asked him to leave? Why? I swear to God, if we find out some dumb shit like he didn't want to add pronouns or do shit like that, and that's why they asked him to leave because he refused to add it, I will flip. I will actually flip.
Right then, so apparently, according to Kirkbride, they got rid of Coleman behind the scenes. Again, why the hell would you get rid of the dude who wrote all of your lore and made your games awesome? This is like, how do I put this in football terms? This is like telling Ronaldo or Messi, yeah, you're good at soccer, sure, but like, you can just leave. We don't really need you. Doesn't make sense, you know? You
Maybe
don't
he
get
was
rid
too
of your best
base,
people unless
maybe.
there's like a power struggle behind the scenes. Coleman did speak about his time at Bethesda. He now works at Lightspeed LA, which is owned by Tencent. But here's what Coleman said. It was almost certainly time for a change. There were some things that had been going on for a long time that I'd not been super happy with. Oh boy, here we go. Great. So the guy who wrote all the cool lore left Bethesda because things were going belly up behind the scenes. Why do companies do this, man? You know you kind of need your story and your lore to be really cool in order to keep expanding.
Okay, now let's do our favorite segment on this channel. What kind of franchise would you want Kurt to be part of? We call it let's make up a fantasy and hope that it's gonna happen. That's the
Don
segment.
Walker.
No, no. Down. You see, I don't think they need.
No, like for like world building, like over like a bigger world.
Yeah, but we haven't seen we haven't actually played Down Walker game yet.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Put him in Don Walker. Pay him $1 billion.
Dragon Age, If okay, imagine Rebel Wolf has a successful game with their Dawn Walker game, and they're able to buy out the IP for Dragon Age, right? Now, Dragon Age belongs to Rebel Wolf, and they hire Kurt, and he's put in charge of Dragon Age.
Oh, that man would be cooking.
Imagine.
Dude, he'll be cooking like a Michelin 5-star restaurant chef.
Even better, bro. That shit would be fire. I know it's not never gonna happen, but one can dream, right? A girl can dream.
Throw him in a Final Fantasy game.
Mm.
I don't think he'll be good with high fantasy. I think he's more like a grounded dark fantasy, medium fantasy, maybe low magic fantasy too.
Mm-hmm. I like to see a Dragon Dogma. Like if Dragon Dogma is dying now too.
Oh yeah, they keep. Actually, no, it is not dying. It always had a cult following, even the first one.
You know what I want to see in the future? Like single player games, maybe having like collabs with each other. Like imagine like Expedition 33 having a collab with Larian.
Oh, that'd be pretty based.
That would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's only like it's mainly like live service games that have collabs, but imagine like offline games having collabs. At least more.
Yeah. I'm gonna sleep. I tired.
Oh, the food hit you.
Yeah, the food hit me and I can't sit. I've been
Okay.
sitting way too long.
Okay.
Good night, everyone. Wait.
I will be ending the stream early today too. I'm so tired. It's not even funny. Like barely keeping my eyes open as well. I fed you too well. You have energy back. Busted. This is what happens when you feed them too well. All of a sudden, they get their energy back. Yeah, you're talking very slowly today. Yeah, I'm very tired. I have been for the past few days. Not sleeping much and just working a lot. But it's gonna be over soon. It's the last long week. It's the very last long week. After that, it's gonna be very chill. If Expedition 33 had a Carlash DLC, it'd be on that right now. Hmm, maybe. Hi, Oakview. How you doing?
Your universe, right? These people don't exist by the thousands. This guy was kind of your Ronaldo, your Ronald McDonald, your, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese, I guess. Maybe not the last one, but you get the point. Anyway, according to Cullman, it all came to a head during the development of Starfield, where multiple studios and hundreds of developers, around 400 or so, worked on that game alone. According to Cullman, the communication between developers felt disconnected. There was no way to come to Todd Howard like Bethesda devs used to be able to in order to make their games better. Before, apparently, you could just walk up to Todd's office and go, "Hey, I want to do this. What do you
Wait, actually, I have to catch Zen up on something. So let me just pull up one of my videos so that way you guys are not bored either. And might catch Zen up on it. Yeah, I refuse to go AFK with someone else's video. I feel that's fucked up. Well, let me just pull up my own video for that. Okay. This one is like supposedly a lot harder than the first one, and the first one Enjoy kicked my while I ass, and catch never up with them finished it. on something.
I don't even know what to expect.
They see your beauty, so frail and fine. They see your peace, born of faith and toil. They forget your heart about. I'm still reading. Oh, and yeah, I'm playing with mouse and keyboard since I cannot comfortably hold a controller. Z to jump? That's just stupid.
It should be a crime against humanity.
How could this possibly go wrong for me? Tapped his ass. What is that? Can I eat it?
Why is that always the first thing you do is eat it?
What do you mean? I don't know what's eat everything. Where am I supposed to go? Oh? What happened? Oh man, I shouldn't have had that Taco Bell. Rest? Okay. I'm just chilling here. Oh, so like, I can run low on battery. Okay.
Battery.
Yeah, there's a battery under my health.
Like energy?
Yeah, but it shows as battery. Oh no, is it my first boss? Oh, the mother. Oh, what? Bro. Chill.
The more you say chill, the more I'm thinking they're not chill.
Oh, shit. Fucked up. Oh, no. Ah, fuck. I panicked. Okay, I need to... I'm like borderline thinking if I should just grab a controller. Slowly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The keyboard layout is kind of weird. Okay, yeah, this layout made a huge difference. Oh, diarrhea time again.
Yeah.
This is how I feel my chat is. Like, I'll feel sick and tired and chat, ew, up, entertain us, up. That's you guys. How many of you are planning? Oh. Fuck! I came, I desecrated the dead, I left. Now it's a Lifu party. What the fuck? Oh. Is that a dead end or is it a passage?
You should jump.
Should I test it? I'm gonna test it. I'm on that? Oh shit. Ah!
Oh man.
Me! Up the top of him. Well, I'm trying to ride him. A squisher?
Hoy, did you see it, Red Maiden? The Great Gate heard my song, and in its infinite and ancient kindness has opened the way forward for us.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh! Oh! Yo! Motherfucker got no chill. Got no chill. Every time I hit the caravan, he goes, oh. Oh. I love it. I don't like that chubby little guy flying above my head. Are you guys enjoying it? Are you guys enjoying watching me suffer with Silk Song? Sorry. Someone's singing on their grave. Lately, me and Zen haven't had a lot of time together, so...
Oh, you scared the shit out of me.
If I'm bored, can you play Subway Surfers? The fuck? Yes, a little bit. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder how Lifu would feel if she fought Savage Beast Fly in Act 1. Now let Lifu and Zen have their private time.
Please, no. Okay, so beat up poor people and they'll give you money.
But yeah.
But yeah, if you beat up
If you want to check out this video, it's on our YouTube channel. The one you're watching right now. The whole video of us playing Silk Song. Mike is the one who edited it. It's a very funny. Once more, Mike, thank you for editing this. Heavily recommended. We do have gameplay videos and they're very funny. Okay, now I'm gonna get... God damn. Why is it every goddamn time? Every goddamn time. Like staring right into my soul like the abyss. W Mike, exactly. W Mike. I like the TF2 sounds. Mike is a big Team Fortress 2 fan. Oh dear God, Todd Howard flashbang. Oh Todd, get out of here. Yeah, this is like every time, like staring right into the soul. 16 times the detail. It just works. Okay.
You think about it. And then Todd would go, yeah, sure, why not? But now things are just too big. You can't do that anymore. And then once you factor in Microsoft, which, owns Bethesda now, that just kind of makes it even more difficult to jump in and go, hey, I want to add this to the game. Communication obviously is important. And I mean, looking at Bethesda's games 2011 and before versus now, yeah, we can tell. Then PC Gamer shared this about Cullman's interview, but there's another reason, and it's linked to a promise Todd Howard made to Cullman about the Elder Scrolls 6. A promise, he says, that was never fulfilled. The promise was never detailed as to what exactly it entailed, but it's pretty obvious whatever that it was. Todd Howard swindled Cullman and then never gave him what he promised, which is again crazy because Cullman worked at Bethesda since the 90s, dude. The guy worked on Daggerfall, Redguard, Morrowind, and
It wasn't the annoying kid in Oblivion base of Todd Howard? I don't think so. I don't think so.
guy was involved in every major Bethesda game too. He was also, fun fact, a co-lead designer on Skyrim, which I mean, if you played Skyrim, which I mean, come on, you probably have, you would likely agree. Yeah, Cullman did an amazing job designing that game for sure. The cracks began to show though, as it says here. Cullman became the Elder Scrolls lore master because of his longevity.
Bro, I think I'm getting what my folks got. Oh my god, are you falling sick as well? I feel like everyone is falling sick. I'm not feeling well today either. Like after this, I think I'm calling it a night and just going and taking some meds and relaxing. Like right now, it's so easy to fall sick. Like holy hell.
At the studio and his shaping of Tamriel's history. When ZeniMax Online Studios began making the Elder Scrolls Online, Cullman was assigned to field lore questions. Over this 2-decade second run, Bethesda ballooned and its culture changed, he says, particularly after 2011 Skyrim. And there it is. Okay, the big hit was just too big, and now things have changed. It's a tale as old as anything. Cullman reminisces saying that Bethesda used to be a close-knit group of developers, but after Microsoft and like all the big wins and stuff, they kind of lost what made them special. They then continued with this.
Okay, but like with Microsoft also made them cut down all the projects they're working on and cut down staff. Microsoft has been after whatever gaming company Microsoft acquires, they were ready like at a low point, but then they kind of break them down even more. Microsoft is kind of known for that. Every single acquisition they did, they ran it to the ground.
By the time Starfield shipped in 2023, it's 4 remote studios all working together on a game, Coleman says. When you get to that size, you can't have people just popping into Todd Howard's office to chat about a design point. He's not having lunch with everybody. It's very different when it's 400 people, 4 studios, big business, and Microsoft is now involved. This next part is kind of sad, honestly. Let me read it for you. Size brought problems. That's what she said. Decisions that on Oblivion would have been made on the spot after a face-to-face
Microsoft where franchises go to die pretty much. It like Microsoft is like the graveyard of it.
Conversation were instead filtered through layers of management. Sometimes developers couldn't even work out who had made those decisions, Coleman says. He also describes communication breakdowns during Starfield's development where teams didn't understand what they were supposed to be doing. Or there would be people talking to the leads in one studio and getting an answer, and people talking to the leads in the other studio and getting maybe a different answer. Oh boy. Coleman then continues. Todd Howard's a very good project lead, and fundamentally I think he's a designer at heart. And he's good at it. Obviously, if you look back at the games, but over time, as he got busier and every part of this larger and larger organization wanted him to do stuff for their project, he would get pulled away. Howard made good decisions, Coleman says, so when he wasn't around, games suffered. Sometimes choices made in Howard's absence needed undoing later. So this then led to the more senior developers of Bethesda, the people who know what they're doing, becoming less hands-on with actual games.
I feel like that applies kind of to literally everything. The second the person is busy, the person who created something, they become busy, so they delegate their tasks to other people. It gets fucked up. It's all over the world like that. You have it with normal companies, you have it with games, you have it even with content creators. The second they start delegating stuff to other people so they don't have to make any decisions, shit happens. Wasn't expecting Microsoft to take the role of studio killer from EA the past half decade, but here we are. Yeah, and I feel like not a lot of people are talking about it, which I find it a shame. I wish there were like more videos on it that Microsoft is actively taking studios behind the shed.
Game development, and instead becoming more like, I guess, managers than what they were meant to do, which was, I don't know, make video games. But Coleman then brings up how back in the day when Skyrim was being developed, that the leads on that game, like himself, were not just managers. They were also making the game themselves and writing and building the quests and all that and expanding the lore, things you should probably be doing, actual game developer things. Which shows again, I know Skyrim gets memed a lot, but like, come on, man, that game is still amazing. By the time Starfield was in development, according to Coleman, Bethesda's design process became more bureaucratic. It became your job wasn't just about making the content, he says, but also managing the scope of the project too. But it's here where you really feel for Coleman and his disappointment at Bethesda, where he would then say this: I didn't want to work that way because I like making games and being hands-on. It had gotten to a scale beyond where I was really enjoying working in that environment. And it looks like I also lied earlier. It turns out we do know the promise that was like what Todd promised to Coleman, so my bad, I'm going to say it now, but apparently Todd Howard...
Okay, you guys can like laugh at me for this, but there's something in me that just wants to replay Oblivion Remaster now. Again. Like, am I crazy? Like, looking all of this and hearing how to shit Bethesda is going makes me want to replay Oblivion Remaster. Maybe I lost it. Maybe I'm officially going crazy. I get it. I feel like a lot of you joined after I played Oblivion Remaster. Maybe I should do that again.
Howard verbally promised Coleman the lead design role on The Elder Scrolls 6, which was apparently supposed to be the next game after Fallout 4, so this is like around 2014, 2015 timeline-wise. But Coleman would then say this: of course, after Fallout 4, we didn't go make The Elder Scrolls 6, we made Fallout 76, and then even then we didn't make The Elder Scrolls 6, we made Starfield, which became this extremely long project compared to the other ones. So from my point of view, I've been waiting like 11 years to be the lead on The Elder Scrolls 6. And here's where Coleman drops the details, okay? This is what he said: I was obviously one of the old-timers there and had a lot of experience. Bruce Nesmith and I had been the co-leads on Skyrim. I think most people would call it a successful project. That's an understatement, by the way. So I thought that it wasn't unreasonable for me to think that I could be a successful lead on The Elder Scrolls 6. It wasn't just my expectation. I had been told that that was going to happen, and they made
Oh, okay. So he was okay, he was kind of led on. He was led on to believe that he's gonna be the lead, and after so many years, he thought like, yes, finally, I'm gonna get more credit and more like be put in the spotlight. Something that also would benefit him later on in career too, being a lead on a game like that. All of a sudden, the rug got pulled from under his feet. Maybe it's for the best because I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 it, it is gonna be the worst performing Elder Scroll game anyways. So maybe it's for the best. That way his reputation would remain untarnished. Hi Ozzy, how you doing? Hi Souls, how you doing?
made the decision. No, you're not going to be the lead. Like, dude, just reading this out loud, it's breaking my heart. Like, you had the guy who made your most successful game of all time in Skyrim. Yet, of course, Todd Howard gets all the credit publicly, despite Coleman here being absolutely integral to the design of that game. Like, he was the brains of the operation, pretty much. Apparently, Coleman was offered a different position on Elder Scrolls 6, but the position offered, which, I mean, he didn't detail exactly, was apparently not the role that he wanted, obviously. So
Classic corporate move, yeah.
he couldn't actually shape how the game was going to be made in any meaningful way. However, Coleman did detail the story that he wanted to tell with The Elder Scrolls 6, which I honestly found interesting. So here's what he said. I had in my mind that The Elder Scrolls 6 was going to be like The Empire Strikes Back. The Thalmor, the elven supremacists who were peripheral in Skyrim's story, and ultimately wanted to control all of Tamriel, would be the bad guys who come out on top, setting up The Elder Scrolls 7.
So, okay, so he's spilling all the beans, huh?
Apparently, he wanted the main character you play to possibly save or protect, like, the heir to the throne, like, depending on where this game was supposed to take place in the first place, obviously. But instead, ultimately, the evil elves would still have come out on top and realized their plan anyways, which would then have plunged, like, all of Tamriel into chaos, setting up another game. But Coleman thinks the reason why Bethesda didn't go with his idea, which sounded interesting and different from the usual Chosen One trope, I gotta be honest, was because it would have ended their game on, like, a cliffhanger, I guess. Which Bethesda would likely believe make their new game feel incomplete in a sense, since the next game would then expand the story and ideas, but it would also take.
I actually like his take. That's a good take and something new. That makes me even more concerned. Are they like trying to go with like, oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and just like regurgitate the same thing and like go down the line of what Call of Duty is doing, just regurgitating the same thing?
Take years to come to fruition, obviously. Game development takes a long time, as we all know, but Coleman also apparently doesn't even know where Elder Scrolls 6 takes place either, which is kind of insane considering the dude was, again, the lore master of your entire series, by the way. But it's still kind of depressing, you know? I think it would have been ballsy to end Elder Scrolls 6 on a kind of downer ending, dooming the world, so to speak. You could have expanded this idea that post-game end of story, you could have new things showing up in the world because of Thalmor won. Maybe
if Bethesda didn't have 10 to 15 dev cycles, dude, he didn't even know. He didn't even know the information. What the hell?
An Oblivion-like gate event where evil force.
Nobody wants to take a risk anymore. That's what sucks. Actually, no. There are companies that are taking risks. Look, Expedition 33, they took a risk, actually. Larian is taking a risk too. They're getting dogpiled and bodied by people that we, like the general public who actually likes games. Those studios are getting bodied by people whose opinion in gaming don't matter. It's like what? One of my favorite games in the is Reach because you don't win. If Elder Scroll lets you time travel, then it can work and really well. I don't think they will do the time travel thing. Companies don't want risk, and that's where they're starting to lose now. In the past, gaming studios took risks a lot.
Forces are pouring through that you need to stop now. They could have expanded the story further through DLC, where you try to stop these agents of the Thalmor and you learn more about their ultimate plans and what they want for Tamriel. It would have set up a real tangible threat meant to be defeated in an Elder Scrolls 7, where the Thalmor are now this like big Avengers level threat that you needed to.
No, I mean companies like Bethesda, the old companies that used to make bangers after bangers, but they became complacent. Oh, okay, that's what you're. Oh, okay. Before you joined, I was saying like let's not romanticize Bethesda games too much, because Bethesda performance-wise, not lore-wise, but performance-wise, they were always dog. I think we're a little bit forgetting how bad the performance was, like because basically what I'm saying, like they've always been buggy performance-wise. So kind of hard to make sentences today.
Defeat now. You could have also done the Civil
Hi, Ancient. How you doing?
War storyline in Skyrim, but on steroids even. But instead, it's probably going to be another safe, chosen one story again. I mean, even in Starfield, they basically just try to do Skyrim again with like the Dragonborn powers, but space magic and all that.
No. Okay, if we want to compare Starfield to Elder Scroll, but in space, strip it off of like majority of the capabilities of a game, then I guess yeah, we could compare it. Miss Zen. Zen is very tired. He was barely here. Is it? We had a long day, Ancient. Sorry. In Skyrim, you do stop the dragon, but the Talmor were still a threat. I just don't know what they're thinking. It's really weird.
Like, why is any of this even surprising, really? It's honestly just more sad, because again, this is a developer that should be on top of the world right now. Like, dude, it's been 15 years since Skyrim. That's almost half of my life so far between Skyrim and now.
I really hope someone will hire him real quick, like scoop him up. But like a good studio. And actually put him in charge of something.
When Skyrim came out, I had like light in my eyes. My bones didn't pop when I walked, and I had
I think the idea is that Bethesda wants each game to stand alone, not needing to play previous games. Easy to get into. I understand that. But games with cliffhangers don't need you to play the previous games either. There are games that end with cliffhangers, but you don't necessarily need to play the cliffhanger game to play the new one.
hope for the world. Now I'm old and I got grays in my hair. My back feels like it needs a replacement. But another developer who also used to work at Bethesda also spoke out against the company too. This time it's a dude named Nate Perkypile. I can't even speak, I'm sorry. And yes, that's actually his last name, I'm not joking, Perkypile. Anyway, seen here from esportsinsider.com, Nate spoke to the website about...
Okay, serious question to everyone. Isn't 30 years old kind of early to have like back problems and be covered in gray hair? Like, I might be out of line here with asking that, but isn't that too early? It's crazy that Skyrim is 15 years old and I was playing it on my SLI GTX. What? That said, that sad part is most AAA games haven't improved since, I think. I think the cliffhanger idea as could work, but finish it up in a big DLC. That's also a possibility. Now I had black back problem, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're blonde. You don't have black hair. For a second, I thought the Moose is trying to gaslight me. Okay, now I had back problems at 19 and both but 35. Holy, no, it's mandatory DLC on the day. What the fuck? Not the graying part. Depends on your job and general stress level. That is fair, Ivan. That is fair. Depends on your job and stress. That is very fair. Back problems, no. Gray hair, maybe. Isn't like depending on like your genetics, depending on how your 20s were like. But isn't like also genetics? I don't know. I suppose it depends. No, I'm ginger. You look blonde to me. I have a few white hairs growing, but only a handful. I have back problems, but I blame that on car accident. Oh no. As soon as you hit 25, you get new debuff DLC each year. See, I cannot say anything because I had a gray patch since I was 3 years old, 2 years old. I have like that rogue gray patch in my hair for as long as I remember. So I cannot even say anything. I don't even know. Is it like I think we talked about it on stream before. It's like a genetic thing. So when you have like a two different eyes and like a weird patch on in your hair. I'm bald, not blonde. LOL. When I had hair, it was deep red, like my beard. Okay, okay.
About how players deserve more and how Bethesda's games are in a no-win situation. So Nate was a world artist at Bethesda. He worked on Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Skyrim, and DLCs like Point Lookout. Nate's perky pile for
Some people do gray early. Yeah, but not when you're like 2 years old, right? No, sorry. I know what you mean. Piebald? Wait, what's piebald?
stated, as seen here, that he thinks that companies are actually crazy to believe that they can charge $100 for new
Porcupine? The fuck is a porcupine? He's trolling, right? My podcast co-host went gray in his late 20s, early 30s. Oh, that's early though.
video games. And yeah, I agree with that, by the way, too. And that even he, as a game designer, finds it hard to even justify $70 for a single video game these days, which is kind of crazy to admit, but hey, that's what he said, as you can see there too. That's literally what he said. I don't know what do you want me to say? But as also seen here, Nate speaks on how Bethesda is also in a no-win situation because they either have to match Skyrim in terms of hype or sales, but regardless, the discourse will still come. The crazy part was that Nate confirmed what Coleman said earlier about Todd Howard, as you can see here. He flat out echoes Coleman by saying that Todd Howard is being stretched too thinly and he's not focused enough on the game development side of Bethesda. He's instead more focused on stuff like collaborations with like other brands, Call of Duty, Fortnite, that sort of stuff, and things like the Amazon show.
That's so fucking weird. I keep getting mistaken for a high schooler though. I think I became more prone to migraines as I got older though, more than anything. You should check your sinuses. A lot of migraines come from sinuses. As for being mistaken, oh, me and Zen could like speak on that for a long time. When me and Zen went to we went to Vegas for our anniversary. So we decided to go to a restaurant in the hotel at Vegas. And they didn't even want us to be seated first because they thought we're like kids. I'm like, we're on the anniversary, like, bro, like what? I don't think we would even be able to stay in that hotel if we were like too young. It was weird. Yo, creative question. If you were to write a Hellboy style story, would you rather wait, hold on. Text is cutting off. Would you rather Spearfinger, a shape-shifting cannibalistic witch with rock skin and a blade for a finger from the Appalachian Mountains, or the which you see serpent and came from? I'm gonna have my mod Kuro respond to that. Because I'm drawing blank right now. Kuro, you're up. Kuro, you know what I like? Help me. Hi, Nico. How you doing? And also, hi, Viking. How you doing? On one hand, that words and yes, very random. Yeah. Kuro throws the madness. No, no, Kuro knows what I would pick, so I don't need to worry about it. Night. Love you too. Oh, I got you a new shower gel. Yeah, it's moisturizing one.
instead. And I mean, it does show in the game development side of Bethesda. The fact that it's already been documented that Bethesda chose Fallout 76 and Starfield of all things over a potential Fallout 5 and an Elder
Good night, inspired. What
Scrolls.
happened? Oh, nothing happened. Then just finished with his showers, going to bed. I wasn't sure if you noticed. I got him some new shower gel. You noticed it? Oh, okay. Oh, new shower gel, goofing. See, Lifu would pick the shapeshifter. Maybe I do like shapeshifting. Ah, misclicked.
6? Dude, that is depressing because Fallout 76 wasn't really just a misstep
Honey, everyone is telling good night. Zen is saying good night.
for Bethesda. It instead became like a symbol of Bethesda's shifted priorities. It was originally marketed as this like bold online evolution of Fallout. Wow, you can play Fallout with your friends now. But instead, it just became like a cautionary tale about mismanagement, promises that never got materialized, and community trust that got lost due to Todd Howard and people like him overpromising and, under-delivering. Players expected the meaningful quests and the rich world building because that's what Bethesda was all about. That's what their whole claim to fame was. Instead, what people got was like server instability, missing NPCs, and a sense that the game and like the people that made it didn't really respect the franchise's roots anymore. The result
Again, people might get mad at me for saying this, and 100% justified. People are 100% justified getting mad at me for this. I think Fallout and Elder Scroll, they're officially over. I think no matter what we'll get, it's dead. It's not gonna be good. It's dead. We should just make our peace that whatever we're gonna get from now on when it comes to Fallout or Elder Scroll is gonna be trash, and it's not gonna be canon. Not okay. I'm not gonna say canon, but it's gonna be trash. It's like one of those things when when you watch something and you say like, okay, but like that season never existed. Just pretend that season never existed. That's basically how Fallout and Elder Scroll is, at least to me. Hi, Jagon. How are you doing? I used to be a whale for 76, but I dropped it after they announced they'll tie the next season into the Amazon series. Oh. It's a spin-off. I think Bethesda should hand them over to someone else at this point. I mean, the way it's going, it probably might end up happening. Agreed. Bethesda's heyday is over. We need to move on and make our own stuff. Yeah, kinda. Fallout 76 wasn't terrible. It was just kind of meh. And then I found Power Armor and it got slightly better. I don't think I even got far in 76, to be honest. My judgment hangs on Elder Scrolls 6. I'm curious to see what happened, for better or worse. Oh yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. Irregardless, no matter how bad Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be, no matter how bad the news about Elder Scrolls 6 are gonna be, I'm gonna still buy it and I'm gonna still review it on the channel. Hi Kik, how are you doing? Yeah, we need to look to other open world fantasy or post apocalypse games. I mean, we have Crimson Desert dropping. That should be good. So a shame that Arcane left us on a cliffhanger of a season 1. Such a shame they didn't make a season 2. I okay, Kick. Me and Zen are huge League lore nerds, so we really hate Arcane because they decided to rewrite the whole lore of the game to fit the Netflix series. So we really hate it with a passion. I never got far in 76. Sadly, I never experienced any of the fun bugs. Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
Was that Fallout 76 now sits in like a weird place in the fan memory. It's not exactly loved. It's not forgotten either, I guess. I mean, it's mostly fixed to some point now. And years later, its shadow is still looming over stuff like Starfield and the expectations for the Elder Scrolls 6. And yeah, then came Starfield, a massive new science fiction RPG. Wow, with a decade of hype behind it. What could have gone wrong? Despite its ambition, Starfield landed with, I mean, let's be honest, mixed reactions from like everybody pretty much. Like, some people liked the game, but a lot of people were like, what the hell is even this, dude? And it even became one of Bethesda's lowest rated titles on Steam. It fell way below established favorites that they've made before, and for good reason. Even Nate Perkypile admits in that interview that he wasn't crazy about Starfield, which is, I mean, kind of nuts to say about games you've worked on, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Fans probably expected the magic of Skyrim, but like, you know, in space and stuff. And instead they got something that, I mean, it looks big, but doesn't feel deep. That's what she said again, by the way.
It feels very shallow also. What the fuck? That's what she said, joke in the middle of the video. Okay. I'd rather have like a Todd Howard flashbang again. Yeah, no, Starfield feels completely hollow with NPC. Have you guys ever seen like those hyper realistic mannequins some stores use? Like they look hyper realistic, but the eyes, they're so uncanny. It's like it kind of feels like, I know it's gonna sound redundant, but it kind of feels like it's like emptiness. Like emptiness behind those eyes. Like I know, duh, it's a mannequin. It's supposed to feel emptiness. But that's how the Starfield NPCs felt.
The exact opposite of what you really want from a Bethesda game, let's be honest. But online communities were also quick to point this out after the first major expansion, Shattered Space, which arrived to, not the best reviews, let's just say that. And it just showed that, honestly, Bethesda, they weren't listening to criticism. They were just kind of making slop content, I guess. Bethesda even responded to community feedback publicly quite a few times.
Get a flickers of memory flashbang from the vampire game, but the eyes, Chico, the eyes. Oh yeah, I remember it. I'm 100% sure Beanson reacted to the video. Oh my god, that video was so good.
But like many saw that instead as damage control rather than actual course correction in terms of their design philosophy, and it echoed the atmosphere of Fallout 76's early days again, which meant that Bethesda learned nothing from that game's launch either. And then you had Dean Carter, he's the guy who made the popular mod Fallout London. As Games Radar reported here recently, Dean Carter flat out states that Bethesda should just be selling the IPs like Fallout and like the Elder Scrolls because they don't know what they're doing with them anymore. So Dean Carter spoke to esports.net in an interview, and here's what he said. With the greatest respect to Bethesda, I feel like they're probably gone one game too far, he tells esports.net when asked about what the studio should do to remix its formula. I feel like it's time to go off into the sunset and look at selling off your IP because people like the franchise. I'm just honestly not sure.
I understand that Oblivion Remastered eyes unnerve me along with the smiles. Yeah, for me, ever since I started like making my own models, and again, it might sound stupid, but ever since I started making my own models, now I'm like, okay, if your key NPCs have less expression than the shitty ass models I make, how are you considered a AAA studio? That doesn't make sense to me. If someone with limited skill and limited resources can make more expressions in less than a day, that's kind of weird.
sure it's in the right hands, and it really hurts me to say that because I love Bethesda. It's not about Fallout, by the way, but anyway, Carter would continue by saying this. The writing has just gone downhill in the company's recent output. I reckon if they could inject in the quality of some good writers, then the next Elder Scrolls game will be great, and the next Fallout game will be great, but they need better writers, honestly. As Dean Carter then says here, he thinks that Bethesda has lost the identity of Fallout and refuses to return the series to its dark and gritty nature, instead opting to go in a more unserious direction. And it's a big reason why personally I also dropped the Amazon show as well, because it was very obvious that Bethesda and the people that wrote that show, which Todd Howard is obviously a part of, I gotta be honest, they don't understand Fallout. Fallout was always about the violent nature of mankind. It was not, and I gotta repeat this again, it is not about capitalism is bad, which unfortunately that is the direction that they're taking the show in, and I guess the franchise proper.
Okay, okay, conspiracy theory. I don't know how many of you use Twitter. Couple weeks ago there was this conspiracy theory when people were criticizing the upcoming new season. I don't know if it dropped yet. But when people were tinfoil hatting the whole thing that, oh, how is it Vault 33? Is it a coincidence? We have Expedition 33 and it's Vault 33. They were completely like tinfoiling it, considering like it's literally it was Vault 33, 32, 31. They were like completely tinfoiling that shit. Now I'm wondering if it's just like paid actors trying to just like make people forget about the upcoming season. I might be too late to say Fallout. It might be too late to say Fallout. They're already going full Disney initiative with the brand. They'll likely try to turn a Vault Boy into a Mickey Mouse of video games. Probably. Twitter moment, kinda. Bro, I had to make sure not to do anything on Twitter today just to take a break from it. So if you follow me on Twitter, I do post regularly, but I do have days where I take full breaks from it too. So the Twitterverse don't suck me in.
Because apparently Fallout 5 is going to connect to the Fallout show somehow. And apparently in the show, from what I've read about it in the future, because again, I dropped the show, they're trying to now pivot the idea of who also like dropped the bombs. Originally, in case I'm wrong, I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head, wasn't it China that was originally the ones that dropped the bomb in the Fallout universe? But then they're like, oh, we're dropping the bombs because we want to make money from capitalism. It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I can like only imagine that they're probably going to like,
I don't know. I tried during like the Christmas break. I tried watching Fallout show on. I don't know. It didn't feel like Fallout at all. Like I just couldn't get into it.
like reveal and say, oh, it was the Enclave all along. Because then that would allow Bethesda and like the Amazon writers to keep the series about like an eternal war between like, I don't know, the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave for the rest of time, pretty much.
I find the Fallout show to be an enjoyable watch. Hi Tom, how you doing? Look, to each their own. I don't have anything to nitpick about season 1 besides that I couldn't get into it. That's why I don't really bring up the show.
Oh wow, almost as if it's just like the Elder Scrolls with the Thalmor versus, I don't know, the Blades or whatever other group they want to push at the time or something. Actually, the more I think about it, that kind of just sounds like Star Wars, isn't it? Like the Enclave would be the Empire, and then like the Brotherhood of Steel or wherever you want to enter in, I guess, whoever it is pretty much, they would be seen as like the Resistance. Is Bethesda just trying to make Fallout into Star Wars? That sounds really lame now that I'm thinking about that out loud. Also, apparently in like the Amazon show, they had a Death Claw in Anchorage. Why would they have a cold-blooded mutant animal in the middle of like winter? Wouldn't the animal just die right away? Like I said, right? Like none of this.
Wait, do death claws actually get affected by cold? Hold on. Something doesn't add up. Yeah, they're not hindered by cold or snow.
Stop right there,
Yeah.
criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
That's how I feel about Insomniac Games changing the face of Peter and MJ, making an excuse like their faces are more compatible with the mocap.
Wait. Oh, that's more like a comment towards Zen, since he would know more about those games. But from what I remember Zen complaining about, I kind of have to agree
Stop right there,
heavily.
criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
And yet Star Wars can get Cameron Monaghan complete face with face stubble for his character model for Star Wars.
Wait. And yet Star Wars get Cameron complete face with stubble for his character model. I think it's laziness. Like, would it be like too easy of a cop out to just chuck it off to laziness, or would it be justified? I haven't decided yet. No, I think it's justified. I think it's incompetent hand in hand with laziness in that case. Thank you so much for the support print, for the double support print. No, I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like death claws are hindered by snow or cold. They're lizards, so I guess so. No, but they're mutants. The cold affects us. Oh, okay. Okay, lore-wise, it was said they made death claws to deploy in entourage. Wait, what? Been a hot minute. Yeah, death claws can adapt to environments because they're super predators, also biologically engineered with a radioactive material. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too. At this point, justified? Yeah. No, Insomniac is dead. In my opinion, Insomniac is dead. I don't think any of their games are worth it anymore. Death claws are affected by FEV, making them different from normal lizards. Yeah. Now look at Star Wars Outlaws. That's gonna be intentional. Wait. Is it Insomniac working on Wolverine? Hold on. See,
Stop
yeah,
right
it's
there,
Insomniac
criminal
working on
scum.
Wolverine.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
They want to make Peter look you get, and also making him look like the movie Peter. And MJ, they made her look like one of the writers.
No, but like with the Spider-Man games, what Insomniac did, they tried to make Peter Parker look like a retard, right? Like he's the bad guy, he doesn't know anything and he's stupid. Like I remember talking to Zen about this. I don't know if we talked about it on stream, but I remember talking to Zen about this. So they're like completely like fucking up. They're basically doing like a character assassination on Peter Parker. Thank you so much for the support, Prince. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, they are working on Wolverine. It's going to be a woke mess garbage. I'm trying to remember the trailer because I don't remember seeing anything woke about the trailer. It doesn't mean there's not gonna be anything like that. But I don't remember seeing any inherent red flags in the trailer from the get-go. But like the company in charge of it, oh yeah, the company in charge of it is very problematic. I'm gonna just refresh my memory with the trailer. They remind me of Peter, poor guy. I'm currently playing Spider-Man 2. Oh no, Vinny, why? They're trying to replace him with Miles. And like, you see, this is what I have a problem with how they're handling it. Miles Morales is a good character. At least I think Miles Morales is a very damn good character. But what they're doing right now with trying to say like, oh, one is better than the other, when people grew up and came to love Spider-Man because of Peter Parker, and now they're doing the whole like, oh, this dude is stupid, he's evil, he's easily corrupted because of his stupidity. Miles Morales is so much better. I think they're just making people kind of start hating Miles Morales, which is unfair because both are good characters. It's like It's like what they're doing right now is like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The Spider-Verse movies are amazing. Oh, I agree. I agree. Mouse is a good character. I agree. I heavily agree. I like Mouse as a character a lot. No, there's nothing in the trailer, but Sweet Baby Inc. is involved. I thought Sweet Baby Inc. pulled out. I'm gonna need to double check. It's been a while since I talked about Sweet Baby. Miles Morales is a Spider-Man, but not the Spider-Man. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Miles still hasn't been given his own superhero name. I think Miles is a good character in the game, but in the movies, I think he's bad. Really? I didn't think he was a bad character in the movies. Maybe I'm a little, I don't know. I didn't think he's a bad character at all. Spider-Verse was great, yeah. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I didn't like the cliffhanger that they ended it on. It was stupid. I think it's funny that Peter needed a symbiote to take on Craven, only for Miles alone to take down symbiote Peter. Yeah, that was dumb. I remember you guys being very mad about it in the chat. That was... This is what I mean by play stupid prizes, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The stuff that they're doing is very brain dead. Spider-Verse Miles Morales is a better Miles. Well, I didn't play the game, so I only know the Spider-Verse movie once. And I enjoyed it. I mean, Marvel's been dragging Peter through the mud for 20 years now. Yeah, but why? I never understood that. Whoever said movie Morales is bad and Insomniac Morales is good is tweaky. Okay, let me refresh my memory with the Wolverine trailer. Wait. Oh god. Oh, I hate this PlayStation jump scare. Play stupid prizes, win stupid games. Yeah, Ivan Dread. I had a stupid moment, okay? I had a stupid moment. Okay.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Okay. Blood, gore, like it. Okay. This is what's been bothering me in the trailer. This was the only thing that's been bothering me in the trailer. You see when his face like pops out after like goring someone, it technically it has expression while looking hollow, right? Like the movement is like super stiff. It's like having like a rubber mask with a grouch on its face there. Does that make sense? And hi human lag, how you doing? You see what I mean? It's like a rubber mask without like actual movement. This is when I have a problem with specific studios these days.
I'd like to say
Yes, like AI generated stretch over the model. Yeah, kinda. It like that specific part just kind of bothered me with the way it moves. Your trailer looks good, but when the game comes out, just wait for the reviews. Oh yeah. We haven't had a gore Wolverine game since Wolverine Origins on 360.
I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying.
I like that it's like really bloody. I know a lot of people were concerned about that they'll like tone it down massively.
Doesn't matter where I go.
Like the movement looks solid, right?
Doesn't matter where I go. How far I run.
Like I don't have issue with the movement, how it looks when he fights. Well, in the trailer at least, we'll have to see how the game is. But in the trailer, the movement looks nice. The voice sounds well.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Like here the expression looks a lot better though. It's just that one scene that's been bothering me.
Just not for me.
He's just an angry little guy, you know? He's just an angry little guy. Oh my god. I just realized technically it's like the male equivalent of me. This is the part that a lot of people were having issues. How they made her look. This is, and I have to say, very fucking justifiable why people hate how she looks. I'm gonna say it. She looks like a dude. You look like a hairy Canadian IRL. I'm Armenian, of course. I'm short, hairy, and angry. I'm Armenian. Okay, Miss does, yeah. Who's that supposed to be? Mystique. Okay. Okay, so this is how people are mostly used to seeing Mystique, right? Like very like, you know, lady. But now let's look at the Wolverine one, the game one. She looks like a dude. Like I don't like just the face. What they do to her, I don't know. Like there's no figure, there's like a dude. Like I don't need like, and see like the figure. Here's my problem with this, right? They keep on saying that they wanna, so they keep on saying when it comes to superhero movies, right? That they want to make the women look realistic. We don't need realism, especially when it comes to, you know, superheroes. And we don't need realism, especially when it comes to shape shifting women. That's kind of ludicrous. Why would we need a shape shifting woman look like I don't know, a Todd? It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, she's okay, but yeah, it's a little off. This is like the first time like where I'm like, I have to agree that I feel like when it comes to Mystique, realism has no place. Out of all the characters, it kind of has no place. Yes, let's make those superhero looks look like average person down the street. That makes people like the game. A shapeshifter would either go sexy or very plain, I would think. Not necessarily. With the way the character was, do you really think she would go like as an average show? She looks like a Bogdanov. Mistake more like okay. 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 So this I'm not a fan of. Like how she looks, I'm definitely not a fan of. Not Mystique. Oh, okay. You're not talking about Mystique. Okay. Like even her movement, like I don't know. It her movement feels like all my joints are swollen. I'm having difficulties moving compared to like the snaky, flowy movement Mystique should have. Here, let me rewind this. See what I mean? It's kind of like, oh, my joints are swollen, like the weather changed. I think the weatherman said it's gonna rain tomorrow, so everything hurts movement.
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
It's like her mocap was Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay. God damn it. Her movement is way too top heavy. Yes. It comes off like they got a guy to do the mocap. Bro, there are like guys who move a lot more like flowier than that. I'm guessing they ran out of budget and focused on Wolverine. Yeah, but that doesn't explain the design, you know? When we say realistic, we assume Olympian level athlete. When they say realistic, they just make them ugly. Yeah. Logan looked more like fluid than her. Yeah, like Logan did look more fluid than her, yeah. Looking at the enemies, is this Metal Gear? That I don't know. Okay, well, my memory is refreshed about Mystique. Not Mystique, Wolverine. Now I remember the issues I had with it. I kind of forgot. It's been a while. Was doing the voice of Wolverine game. Hold on, let me see. I'm bad with names. Wolverine game. Let's see. Who was playing him? Liam something, right? Might be wrong. Yeah, it's Liam. Yeah. Hold on. Oh. Is this guy, right? Is this guy is the one that's playing him? What was he in before? Let me check. He's been in Spartacus, Gears of War 4, Legend of Hercules, The Flash. What did he play in Flash? Dark Marden? The Weather Wizard? I didn't know that. Okay. Justice League Crisis on Infinity Earth Part 3. Okay. Oh, never mind, wrong Liam. I know him from The Flash. I don't remember him from The Flash at all. Not Steve Blum. No. This guy. At least he's the one that's credited. Okay, so that's why his voice sounded familiar, but just feels too different, in my opinion, but would get used to it. I think the voice sounded fine. I might be wrong, but I think the voice sounded fine. But I'm not really a Wolverine fan, so what do I know? I think this is where I'm gonna call it a night and catch up on some sleep. Tomorrow I'm gonna have tomorrow's gonna be a fun stream, guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna show you guys Voices of the Void. Is there like a video I can show you guys? Tomorrow I'm gonna be showcasing Voices of the Void, and I think you guys might like it a lot. Voices of the Void. Later. Oh, okay, guys. Well, calm down. I'm not going yet. I'm showing you what I'm doing tomorrow. Relax.
Welcome to.
Like, relax. What the fuck? Okay, good night. Okay. You guys suck. You guys actually fucking suck. I need to show you what I'm doing tomorrow.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody
God
breaks the law on
damn
my
it.
watch.
Get some
Kick,
rest,
what the
Lifu.
fuck?
Thank you for the stream.
You guys are actually trolling me. Thank you so much for the support, Kick. Everyone sit the fuck back down. Let Markiplier show you what I'm doing tomorrow, okay? I'm sorry, I leave for my people. Everyone, sit the fuck back down. Markiplier will show
Stop
you
right
guys
there,
what I'm doing.
criminal scum.
Bitch.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
It's okay, Grandma. Let's get you to bed.
Shut up. Everyone, back in your chair. God damn it. Okay, thank you so much for the support, iBob. Oh my god. Okay, this is what I'm gonna be learning tomorrow. Voices of the Void. Fine, show us. Okay. Why do I feel like a kid who's like bringing a toy for show and tell? You guys suck. But yeah. This is the game I'm gonna be learning tomorrow. Voices of the Void.
The signal in the
So I'm
void.
gonna
I
show
got
you
it wrong.
show you guys a little bit of it.
Welcome to Voices of the Void. I did the tutorial. I did it. I haven't done anything else besides that, but I did the goddamn tutorial. I never do the tutorial. But in this one, I am glad that I did. And I have recording of me doing the tutorial, but I'm not going to bore you with that shit.
I'm gonna
because
do
that shit
the
was
tutorial
boring.
on stream.
Not really. It was kind of interesting. But it was learning. It's not really going to be anything, you know?
Oh, Jingling
This
Keys,
is-
you have
is
my
what it
attention
is.
now.
Can I play?
Good night, sleep tight, don't let
Can I-
the Dosh
Can I play?
sit the fuck back down.
Play selected. Okay, I get it.
Hello, my name is
What
Walk.
the
Okay.
Fuck? What? Why is it tiny? What?
Whoa. How did he fuck up his game?
What?
How did he fuck up his game?
What? What? That might fix it. That might fix it. Oh, we are fixed, I think, except for before. Is that supposed to look like eyes in the darkness? Because I believe it. This is a game where you're operating some kind of satellite array, looking for aliens or some shit like that. And you point your satellite at planets or satellites. You should
Also,
satellite dish at planets
noteworthy,
and
this is
satellites.
a fairly
And then there
older
could be horrible
version. No,
things
that's
in
true.
the
That's
woods
true.
here, and I have not seen them, so.
Don't worry, you'll find
I
out
don't know
when you start
there were, I
streaming the
think.
game.
There might have been.
Yeah, I never
This
played
is a
it.
horror
Okay,
game, if you
listen.
didn't know, but it's going to take
I
a lot
never
of
played the game,
science
so
and
it's gonna be a
math.
first time.
The most horrifying things of all, and I know it's very scary to you, but we're going to get through it together. Am I foaming at the mouth yet? Probably.
This was
But that
said in
tutorial took it
sarcasm. I
out of me.
hope there's no scum. Oh, you're talking about the. Okay.
What the hell? Where is this thing? Gate base whiskey. Well, I don't care about whiskey. What in the fuck?
What is that?
What in the fuck? What?
So, I don't want to show too many spoilers, so I just like.
Can compress data. What happened to my data?
Okay, maybe it's like not a good game. Not a good game. Not a good video to like showcase, considering it's like an hour long. Good night, Combat Medic. Good night, Combat Medic. Okay, maybe it's not a good video to showcase what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Jeez. It's beautiful. What?
But basically, tomorrow there's gonna be a lot of random shit that's gonna happen on stream. A lot of random shit. And I think you guys might enjoy watching me completely panic. No more yapping and pretending like I know about games and just full panic in game. It's gonna be goofier. Yeah, kind of. Then be playing it. No. I'm gonna be the one playing it. So when it comes to games like this, it's not as scary when I stream it. It kind of removes all the like scary element for me. So I'm gonna be the one playing it. Is it horror? Yes. No, it's not horror. It's suspense. It has like scary moments here and there, but it's suspense, not horror. Looks the kind of game it would make my brain explode. Yeah. Like for example, like Zen is gonna be streaming Resident Evil. I'm gonna be streaming Voices of the Void. Plus, I wanted to showcase the developers because they've been working on the game so hard and while offering it for free to people. Like the only monetary gain they get is volunteer financial gain from people who play it. They don't even make you pay for it. It's all volunteer payment. Wow, it's so in depth. I feel like more people should know about the game. Looks the kind of game it would make my brain yeah. Base devs, exactly. So I feel like it kind of deserves to be showcased, even though we don't have a big community, but I feel like it deserves to be, pedestaled. Maybe some of you will like it and will end up getting it. One can hope. So this is where I'm gonna call it a night now and go catch up on some sleep. You see, a whole hour early. So I get to drink my tea hour early and then go sleep. Let's see. Let me pull up so I can thank everyone. Okay. Jason, thank you so much for the support. Brawler, thank you so much for the support. iBob, thank you so much for the support. Prince, thank you so much for the support. Moose, thank you so much for the support. Hick, thank you so much for the support. We genuinely very, very appreciate all the support you guys give us. And hopefully tomorrow I will see you with you guys checking out Voices of the Void. And Prince, don't forget to ping Misura if you're interested about like how Steam Deck works as a PC. If you're interested about it, please ping Misura. Misura will gladly talk to you about it. Like I know Misura, he will gladly talk about it. So if you're interested, please ping him. And this is where I'm gonna go and sleep and get some rest. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi, Lucian. Good night, Lucian. Good night.
Vox mortis sanguis et lacrimae flut miserere. Ignis tenebris umbra cadit super me, vox mortis clamabat in anima mea plorant. Lacrimosa, lacrimosa, miserere nobis. Praxualo tympani, terra tremit, celum plora, inferni portas pandunt.
Vita fugit solus sum in umbris lacrimose, flamma doloris me ardet, et mors vocat meat se.
Fatum inexorabile, fatum inexorabile, et corda franguntur in tenebri. celum plorat cum me. Umbrae cadunt et venti ululant. Ploramus, ploramus, miserere nobis. Audite voces mea in tenebris ego regno, mors et dolor me vocant. Lacrimosa, lacrimosa, obscura eternum. Lacrimosa, lacrimosa, miserere nobis in eternum obscura. Ploramus, ploramus. Vox mortis resonat per eternum. Fatum inevitabile. Obscura turnum. Ploramus, ploramus, miserere nobis. Fatum tenebris, vox mortis re